But it isn't that to make you think twice. Get the facts. Go to real.
There's a cute call.
This message is brought to you by the
I
Ad
remembered
Council.
this time.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Asheville's #1 sports station, ESPN Asheville, WPEK, W225CJ Fairview, WMXF Waynesville, and iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Now here's your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, friend. That's friend. Enter it now.
Your chance to win is at ESPNAVL.com. Good luck.
Live from the Ingalls studio,
I can't wait to play with myself every day.
the Sportsocracy.
Damn the devil to hell! Let the big dogs eat! Let them on the field!
Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons! By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh, God.
The Jets killed him.
And welcome into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. It's 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400. Sportsocracy is heard everywhere you go on the iHeart radio app and seen everywhere on YouTube. Just go to thesportsocracy.com, click that live video link, subscribe to the channel, join us in the chat. Today is a
Thursday.
snow day.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Jeremy's
see.
playing a home game.
Jeremy's like, I'm not going outside. I don't care if my truck is built to go over mountains.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just
I
not
mean,
doing it.
don't get this twisted. I could have gotten there. I didn't want to, okay? Because I drive the Parks Ford Mobile Studio every day, and as soon as you put slickery things on the road, we have to do a P&L. You got to do a little profit and loss. What is the benefit of me doing this versus what is the potential downside? And it didn't take me long to go, yeah, and I'll tell you the same thing I told Tank before the show. I've spent thousands of my own dollars to be able to do this show seamlessly from my house. I got up, I took a shower. It was, I'm in it to win it. And then I looked myself in the mirror and went, why? Why are you doing this? And that's when I texted everyone and said, snow day, just exactly like you did. Now, the difference is that I got credit for everybody going, best boss ever. That was an actual text I got this morning.
Uh-huh.
And in my head, I went, you shouldn't give me credit for that because that was as much about me as it was about you. But I will take the credit.
It is a snow day around the mountains of Western North Carolina.
What was that exactly? How in the world do I live on top of a mountain? Mm-hmm. Nothing happened here.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Then I see the WLOS link, and it looks like a snow globe not 8 minutes from where I'm sitting.
Yes. Stuck, more northern over in Inca. They got it pretty good over there as well. Here at Radio Ranch, everything's covered. And here's the thing. It was bone dry, 3 flakes, maybe, when I drove in this morning at 4:30. And by the time the sun came up, all hell had broken loose. The roads were covered. There were accidents all over the interstates. And it was a usual day in Western North Carolina when it snows. Because, we don't know how to drive when it doesn't snow.
How long did it take for you to look outside to go, yeah, Jeremy's not coming in here today?
As soon as the sun came out. When the sun came up and it started to get a little light outside, and I could see the white on the ground, I went, Jeremy's going to do the show from home today. Mm-hmm. I'm just interested to see how he handles it with the girls. So you didn't disappoint. You did exactly what I thought you were going to do.
What, give the girls the day off and then use that as a justification of I don't have to be here?
Right. Yes. Nobody show up. Jeremy's going to be at the house, and it'll be lonely old Tank, the cornerstone, back here in the studio.
The backbone of the program is in the building.
The foundation upon which you try to build your house of cards. So
that is the beauty of working with me. I'm not that hard to figure out.
No,
I am no Rubik's Cube.
Highly
Hell, I'm not
predictable.
even Tetris. I'm that little peg game they have at Cracker Barrel where there are 15 tees and there are 13 holes. How do you get them? And it's not that hard.
But there are those moments where you only get 3 of them and you're stuck and you go,
I don't know if you do the same thing. I do that and I go, man, I drank too much last night because this is not hard.
Right.
And I'm making it real hard.
Precisely. Cracker Barrel when you're hungover is the best. Welcome into the program. It is a snow day. We have things to discuss in the NFL not wild card weekend, divisional round weekend coming up. And John Harbaugh making his second act in the Big Apple. The New York Giants will now be led by a Super Bowl winning head coach once again. And can he get them back to the promised land?
Do you remember when we did Coach Matchmaker and we got to the Giants and I went, I'm going to give him John Harbaugh just solely because nobody else makes any sense.
Uh-huh.
Because at the end of the day, the Giants are still a hallmark NFL franchise. Good ownership. They've drafted reasonably well. The roster's not awful. It just needs some help.
They've been around a long time.
Atlanta never made sense to me. I know a lot of people got up in arms. It never made sense.
Yeah.
I can't figure out how Cruella DeVille's husband is going to sit across from John Harbaugh and tell him anything that he has never heard before from Steve Bisciotti, and for him to go, yeah, I feel good about this. I mean, what do you give him? Free tickets to Coke World? I mean, did he introduce him to the beauty that is lemon pepper at Magic City? I mean, yeah, Atlanta never made sense. The Giants always did. Now, the question is, what does this mean? He's already said Todd Monken's coming with me.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, that was said super early on. Mm-hmm. To the point of it was said to me of John Harbaugh was willing to make this the shortest coaching interview in NFL history because he sat down and said, I'm bringing Monken with me, and if you don't like that, then we don't really have anything else to talk about. Find someone that loves you the way John Harbaugh loves Todd Monken. My curiosity is, does he bring Greg Roman too? Then we just get both.
Roman will be the running backs coach.
You find a way to get Mike Bobo, and you got a whole offense full of 2 yards and a cloud of dust.
Let's go. We're going to own the short game. That's perfect. I mean, think about it. How much more would you have liked those championship Georgia Bulldog teams if Jaxson Dart had been their quarterback? Right? Rather than Stetson Bennett. Cam Scatterbo back to full health next season. This could be fun. I mean, I don't know if it's going to win you games, but you'll win more. You'll certainly win more now than you did.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because I and this is way too early, but I'm just curious if you get to the same place that I did.
Okay.
So I pulled who the Giants play next year. And when I did, I then proceeded to laugh until I almost defecated on myself. Because I literally can write this book, and I think I can write it so almost flawlessly that I would put it out now just to go, I told you so a year from now.
Okay.
The Giants' record in the division next year will be what?
I don't know.
I mean, they play everybody at home and on the road. Are they going to beat the Eagles one of 2 times?
I'll go 1-5.
I went 2-4.
Okay.
Because I think they'll get one from Washington. I think they'll get one from Dallas. They'll lose to Philadelphia twice.
All right.
On the road, they play the Detroit Lions, the Houston Texans, the LA Rams, the Seattle Seahawks, and the Indianapolis Colts.
Well, that's awful. That's cruel.
Yeah, it's not nice. Oh, wait till you hear who they play at home. You ever read the book A Tale of Two Cities? This is the same thing. I look at the road schedule and go, if you win 2 games on the road next year, I believe you've done something very, very well.
Yes, John Harbaugh, Coach of the Year.
So I'll say you beat the Commanders in Washington. Maybe something funky happens. I don't even really believe that happens, but just for the sake of argument, you get the Colts in Indy. That's 2-5. Well, 2-6 on the road. At home, you play the 3 games in the division. You play the Jacksonville Jaguars. From there, you play the San Francisco 49ers, the Arizona Cardinals, the Cleveland Browns, the New Orleans Saints, the Tennessee Titans.
Hey, there you go.
You may not lose a game at home, and you may not win one on the road.
There you go. It leaned out.
And I think that will be enough for him to go. I would say the Giants next year probably go 8-9 or 9-8, and people are going to lose their minds about how great of a coach John Harbaugh is. And this was the greatest hire they could have ever made. And Baltimore, all eyes are squarely upon you because so help you God, you better not have a record that's worse than the New York Giants. Because if you do, there will be the unholy, not from us, this is why we're getting out in front of this now, there will be the unholiest comeuppance from national media because the New York market just gets a magnifying glass on it. So when he goes 8-9 or 9-8 and finishes, I'll say 2nd or 3rd in that division next year, maybe gets a wild card. If he doesn't, he's going to be right outside of it. Everybody loses their minds. But is this team really any better? Because take him out of it. All right, just take the Harbaugh side of this out. Look at the roster as it sits. And it's so funny to me how perception changes with one name. Because I heard this from ESPN, I heard it from DraftKings, I heard it from a slew of other entities over the last 12 hours. Look how good the Giants roster is, and now they have John Harbaugh.
Excuse me?
Okay. Allow me to maybe just cut through some of your bull excrement here. Jaxson Dart, who, by the way, I love, is a top what quarterback in the NFL? If you had to put a number on it, he's a top blank.
Dart, 18.
Somehow you went from totally out on him to now you're higher on him than I am, which makes no sense to me.
Okay.
He would be about 22 for me.
Okay.
With the potential to get where you said, and maybe even it gets a little better than that. I'm also afraid that his head is going to look like this is your brain on drugs because their offensive line's in the bottom 3 of the league, and there's not really a whole lot you can do about that quickly. Because at 5, you're taking a receiver. Wan'Dale Robinson is a free agent, which people seem to somehow be forgetting. I don't know how that's possible, but they are.
Yeah, but is he not? You can get him back.
You can get him back, but it's going to be expensive.
Really? Okay.
Name me would you like to hear the list of wide receivers that are better than Wan'Dale Robinson on the open market this year?
Yeah.
It's a piece of paper that says George Pickens, end of message.
That's it.
Because the only other one that I think you could even put in his class is Alec Pierce. By the way, I want to get in front of this quick. If you want me to name you one wide receiver or one free agent, it's not even a wide receiver, one guy that's going to hit the market this year that's going to get a number that will blow your mind, it's going to be Alec Pierce. I'll bet you he gets $25 million a year. Sure. I'll bet he gets a 4-year, $100 million deal from somebody. Because they're going to look at that last 4 weeks he had with the Colts and go, there he is, big, tall, deep threat. And they're not going to look at the previous 3.5 years and go, there he was. Bootsy is all get out.
Well, see, look, he just came into his own. He blossomed at the right time. And
to say Alec Pierce blossomed at the right time would be like looking at, Tank, when he went through puberty at 19 and go, perfect timing. Okay. It would have been nice if you'd have done that when, the others did.
Everybody else did. Yeah,
But
Everybody.
sure.
Hey, look, everybody gets there eventually.
We needed a soprano in the choir. It worked out for all of us.
Sure.
I just don't understand what it is that people are going, this is what John Harbaugh is going to do. Does he bring you the cohesion and the culture, I believe was the word that you used the other day.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you say that.
I would say so, yeah.
Why did the other two Ravens coaches never get another job? I can tell you on one of them, Ted Marchibroda was before my time. He was also about 207 years old by the time that ended. The culture for the Ravens isn't John Harbaugh. The culture for the Ravens is the Ravens. They are the culture. It doesn't matter who your coach is. That culture is within that building. You've hired 11 guys that have become GMs in the last 15 years. You know how many any other team in the league has hired? 5. Think about what I just said. It is a breeding ground of future GMs, future directors of player personnel, on and on and on and on and on. Be very wary of thinking that John Harbaugh is bringing that with him. I'm not telling you he's not a good coach. That's never been my point here.
Okay.
My fear, and I'm not gonna lie to you, if you go back and look at some of our captions on social media, I've been telling you John Harbaugh was going to go to the Giants for a week. My fear is I know the New York media. I know how they work. They think he is absolutely going to be the end-all be-all, and it's just going to fix everything. I don't think it is. Because Joe Shane's still the one picking the players, and Joe Shane cannot find a lineman to save his life. If there's one quarterback that has to have a good offensive line, it's Jaxson Dart. Aaron Luke
Does
says,
John Harbaugh not have any say in this?
I didn't say he's not going to have any say. You got to fix. Okay, let's play a game. Name me the last good offensive lineman the New York Giants drafted.
Andrew Thomas.
Name me the one before that. You see, that's kind of the problem.
Pugh.
that sadly enough, that might be the right answer. That spans multiple GMs, multiple head coaches. That speaks to a scouting issue. Mm-hmm. How in the world do you think you're going to run this offense with that line? Honestly, just take the emotion out of it. Take the name out of it. Just look yourself in the mirror and say something that makes a lick of damn sense. How are you going to run this run-heavy offense that Todd Monken's going to bring when you've got, I don't know, let's just pick the most fun name, Greg Van Rotten, John Runyon. I loved him coming out, but somehow you found a way to make him one of the most meaningless centers in the league. John Michael Schmitz. Do I think that's going to change? No, I don't. I've read this book before. I gave you the comp. It's Jimmy Johnson. Mm-hmm. Jimmy Johnson leaves Dallas. Now all of a sudden it's not just him making the decisions, which in large part it was in Dallas, whether Jerry wants to admit that or not. And now he's got to get this Fuster. I can't say that. Well, you'll just assume how I was going to finish that.
Yeah, sure.
That spanned 8 coaches. Now you got to rally all that as one guy. It doesn't make any sense. I'm not begrudging you for doing it. I just know the New York market's going to make him sound like the savior of the New York Giants, and I don't think he is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But maybe he is. Maybe he comes in and brings a whole fresh new perspective. Maybe he can bring, enough knowledge to the table with his staff or whoever he hires. I mean, he seems to hire pretty well, doesn't he? I mean, there are a lot of his coaches and assistant coaches that have moved on to other jobs.
Okay. Who? Because it's Mike McDonald, really kind of end of message. Because other than that, it's a lot of Wink Martindale.
Which is, he's still a sought-after coach in this league.
Is he?
I mean, I think so.
Okay,
I mean, it may just be by the lower teams in the league.
All right,
he's not
so
up
let's
for the
use Wink.
Philadelphia Eagles DC job, but he's certainly mentioned when it comes to who's going to take over the defensive coordinator job for the Browns.
Okay, let's go Wink Martindale.
Falcons,
Did you think he was a great coordinator in New York? Was he as good in New York as he was in Baltimore?
Well, no, he didn't have the staff that he had in Baltimore, or the
He
personnel.
hired a lot of that staff.
No, I'm talking about players.
Staff and roster are two completely different things.
Sorry.
He was fine, and I think you're going to get a lot. It's going to look very similar to that.
Yeah. At first, you got time to build something here.
Aaron Luke said, I have to hit this just because I've been wanting to say it for – Aaron Luke said, I'm slobbing all over the Ravens. You're right. I am.
Yeah.
Because the Ravens are the franchise, one of the 5 franchises in the NFL that all 27 other teams look at the Ravens and go, damn, I wish my team ran that way.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what's funny? The Ravens are going to hire Brian Flores or Kevin Stefanski or whoever ends up being the next head coach. And guess what? They're going to be in the playoffs in a year. Do I believe that's coming out of the Giants? Not really. Because I got 30 years here of New York football Giant history that says,
Do you expect it to, though? Does the Mara family expect it to? Is the expectation that this is a failure if he doesn't take us to the playoffs in the first year?
In the first year, I know
Brian Daboll did it, but I mean that was more fluke than anything.
If you held the Maras down, I mean, look, you've also got to look at the logistics of this. John Harbaugh may end up being the highest paid coach in the NFL.
Yes,
I mean that's where this is going to go.
Mm-hmm. Since
2009, how many times have the New York Giants made the playoffs?
Twice.
It's 3. One of them was that Super Bowl year. The second Super Bowl year. They made the playoffs twice since then.
Mm-hmm.
Through Tom Coughlin, Ben McAdoo, Steve Spagnuolo, Pat Shurmur, Joe Judge, Brian Daboll, Mike Kafka. They went completely off their trajectory. And they tried to recreate what they had with Tom Coughlin. The difference is Tom Coughlin took over for Jim Fossil, who was a pretty good coach. This is not a ready-made roster. John's getting ready to have to if anybody in NFL history is ever going to have the opportunity to shut me up and prove me wrong, it's John Harbaugh.
Mm-hmm.
Go 11-6 with this team and watch me backpedal like Deion Sanders, because I will.
Because I will.
And I'll go, you know what? He's smarter dude than I thought he was.
Yeah. I think it matters. I think being in a part of the Baltimore Ravens organization is obviously a big plus for anybody, especially a guy like John Harbaugh. I mean, he was the head of the snake for a long time. I get it that, Eric DaCosta and the GMs and all of that have played a big role, sure. But I mean, he's still, I would imagine, a pretty good evaluator of talent. Right? He knows a lot of people. He can bring guys in that want to play football the way he wants to play football. He's been running the show in Baltimore for how many years? Has it been 17 years or something like that?
He was there 17 or 18.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like he's fresh coming off the boat and just because he left the Baltimore Ravens, he doesn't know anything. I get he has to contend with Joe Shane, but I mean, wouldn't that be part of the negotiation? Of look, I'm a Super Bowl winning head coach.
No doubt.
Here to help you make you better. I'm coming to teach you how this is supposed to work.
No doubt.
When it comes to the scouts and the drafting and all of that, I have to imagine that John Harbaugh, this was all part of the deal. I mean, we heard early in the process that he didn't want anything to do with other jobs, that he got married with a GM. That's why Atlanta made so much sense to everybody, because well, it's perfect. He doesn't have a GM. He can be involved in the choosing of the GM. He can, run that franchise basically. And he's got players.
Here's the last thing I'll say.
Players here.
No doubt. Here's the last thing I'll say on John Harbaugh.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to hear people tap dance around what I'm getting ready to say. Let me give you the list of defensive coordinators that John Harbaugh hired while he was there in Baltimore. Greg Madison, Chuck Pagano, Dean Pease, Wink Martindale, Mike McDonald, Zach Orr. You're batting absolutely at best 50%, and that's if you give him credit for a young guy that his brother basically funneled him.
Mm-hmm. And McDonald.
And a guy in Pagano that's been around the league for about 200 years when he hired him.
Mm-hmm.
Greg Madison was not a good hire. Dean Pease had just left New England. He was tired of Bill. Zach Orr was a disaster. Now, I need you to understand that's the better side. Because offensively, he's gone Cam Cameron, Jim Caldwell, Gary Kubiak, Mark Trestman, Marty Morenweg, Greg Roman, Todd Monken. You know what the funny thing about every name I just said was outside of Jim Caldwell? Not one of them ever got a job anywhere near coordinator ever again. Mm-hmm. Not one of them. This was where they went to die every time. I think John Harbaugh gets credit for things that Baltimore should get credit for. I think Baltimore takes flack for things that John Harbaugh should have shouldered some of the load on. Because we blame Baltimore of, this team just can't come through because they have this great roster every year. I'm not the one coaching the team. Eric DeCosta, Ozzie Newsome, I'm not the one coaching the team. You're the one that found a way to only go to 1. You went to 1. In 17 years, with the best GM in the league, all these coaches you talk about, you got to 1. In a division that had the Browns and the Bengals. Now you're going into a division with the Commanders, who have a really good young quarterback. I think a improving roster and a GM that I really like. The Dallas Cowboys that have an offense that will score points on you come hell or high water, and the Philadelphia Eagles. Mm-hmm. The funny thing is, now you're in a division with you. Because Philadelphia is Baltimore NFC. Mm-hmm. I'm sure every Giants fan is going to tell me, you're stupid. And 3 years from now, when he's gone, let's do the math on this, 51 games, I'll say he's gone 28-23. Let's just see how happy you are about it then.
Mm-hmm. You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville.
This is Jim.
Hello.
Jim's
There we're clear.
iHeart Radio way back in April. And now,
I have customers out the door.
And this is Sarah.
Hi.
She started putting a portion of her marketing dollars in podcasting back in June.
Business is booming. That's why I'm working on a Saturday.
Want to be like Jim and Sarah?
We'll just combine these.
Own or manage a business and reach
God.
out to iHeart.
I
Get
went
started today.
Way long there.
844.
Oh, yeah. That's fine.
.com.
My bad.
Jesus didn't live passively. He lived on a rescue mission. As we step into the new year, the Daily Pursuit with Tim Tebow podcast reminds us that God has called us to more, to live on purpose and rise as conquerors.
What did he just say?
Christ, we're called to do
what is the name of this podcast?
Because discipline may be painful in the moment, but it produces a harvest of right.
I don't know.
Open your free iHeart Radio app. Search The Daily Pursuit with Tim Tebow and listen now.
The Daily Pursuit
Barbecue is where the fans feast. Catch every game Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday
Holy
on big screens with booming
moly.
sound, cold drinks,
No
and
pun
the best
intended.
barbecue in town. Bring your crew and tackle the game day grub package. A dozen wings, a pound of pork or chicken, a full rack of ribs, 3 pints of sides, and slider roll.
I listen to the Daily Pursuit podcast each and every day, and it helps me when I go out to face other teams in the Big Ten.
Barbecue in downtown Asheville. Your
I
home for
should have
football
seen that
where the
coming.
fans feast.
You dream of. The moment you work for.
I should have seen that
Train
coming.
for. Run wind sprints when nobody's watching.
Tim Tebow is my hero.
When hours of gym time, court time, prep time, all culminate into this time. The moment when millions of bounces, blocks, and boards all add up to this. Your moment. Ingles, we're with you every step of the way.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride. This football season, Bear Smokehouse Barbecue is where the fans feast. Catch every game Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday on big screens with booming sound, cold drinks, and the best barbecue in town. Bring your crew and tackle the game day grub package. A dozen wings, a pound of pork or chicken, a full rack of ribs, 3 pints of sides, and slider rolls, feeding 4 hungry fans. Whether you're cheering for touchdowns or just here for the ribs, Bears is the ultimate game day destination. Bears Barbecue in downtown Asheville, your home for football, where the fans feast.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have: Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment, committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Quick kick here, very cold airs. We're only in the mid-20s this afternoon with some partial sunshine and gonna have some gusty winds also. Winter weather advisories in the mountains will be expiring. Wind advisory will stay in effect through this evening, about 3,500 feet. So it'll be in the mid-20s. Going to feel a lot colder. 10 tonight with some single digits. A little breezy at times. Sunshine tomorrow, upper 40s. Maybe a little bit of rain and snow over the weekend. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Stajic.
This report is sponsored by Straight Talk Wireless. Don't let data limits hold you back from being the gift master in the family group chat. Switch to Straight Talk Wireless and get real unlimited data on Verizon's 5G network. Straight Talk. Available at straighttalk.com or Walmart.
Meet Lee Platts, a renter whose possessions fill not only her apartment, but also the darkest corners of a mini storage unit. A land of both truth and fiction. Truth, everything inside is protected by Progressive. Fiction, one day Lee will fit into her clothes from senior year of high school. Renters, discover coverage for what you love and what you can't get rid of in Progressive's Protection Zone. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company.
How long we got here?
Insurers.
2 minutes.
Still grooving, still connecting, still loving, still turning up, still thriving. You still got it, but your immune system, it weakens as you age. That's where vaccines come in. They help train and strengthen your immune response to fight off respiratory illnesses like flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, or COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Book in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Want to save some money in 2026? Stop paying for apps you don't need. The iHeart Radio app is completely free. Live radio stations, music playlists for everything, and the most podcasts on the planet. The #1 app for radio is free. iHeart Radio. Listen now.
Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports have teamed up under a new local owner to serve our community with the finest custom apparel and unique branded items at the best price. Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports can customize whatever you, your team, or your local group may need with high-quality screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Visit mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com. That's mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com for your local one-stop custom apparel shop.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up
45 seconds.
More than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
At Ingles, whether we're celebrating Friday night rivals, televising college basketball games, bringing the Fan Fest to semi-pro soccer, or taking you out to the ball game at your minor league park, it's all in the bag. Ingles, low prices, love the savings.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
Boy, you must be outside your mind.
The Sportsocracy.
Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
And we're back at the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. My just a bit outside story today is still about football. The Denver Broncos. Yeah, of course.
Do we look at anything else?
Yeah, not really. I mean, every now and then another sport catches my eye, and then I'm like,
Does it ever catch your eye to do anything but make fun of it?
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not evil like you are.
Well, I mean, I did see that Jonathan.
You can just watch 6-year-olds playing t-ball and just laugh your ass off because they're horrible at it and like, good Lord, why did you put in the other pitcher?
That's not 100% true.
You're that dad.
I see Jonathan Kuminga's demanded a trade, and I just find it funny that the Golden State Warriors, who are bad, are paying $23 million for a guy they hadn't paid in a month or played in a month. Yeah, that's funny to me.
It's rough. It's a rough world. There's good news for the Denver Broncos this weekend. I mean, the bad news is they have to play the Buffalo Bills. The good news is they're at home, but they're also getting Dre Greenlaw back, which will help boost the run defense against a team that, well, absolutely torched them on the ground last year in the playoffs. Knocked them out 37-6 or something. I don't remember. That was a bad game. Anyhow, Dre Greenlaw came in free agency, and since then the Denver Broncos have had the number 2 rush defense in the league. Now, this is obviously a big storyline for the media, and today's story comes with sound, because when I heard this, I couldn't not play it for Jeremy, just so he could think about the response that Sean Payton gave to this reporter and just really expound on what this means. So the reporter asks about Dre Greenlaw and, what the game plan is going to be. And you don't talk game plan with Sean Payton, apparently, when you don't know what you're talking about.
Greenlaw back for this game, his ability to attack downhill and in the run game. Just how big is that and the timing of it for this one?
You want him to attack downhill? Is that your, what do you know about attacking downhill in the run game? You don't know. All right, that's right. But have him attacking downhill. It's good to have a healthy Dre Greenlaw back in the game. Yeah.
What do you know about it? Not an NFL head coach. He's such a
Sean Payton is such a phallus that it is hard to wrap your brain around. Look, Sean, I you know what? I'm not going to do. I know what you're doing. I know why you did this. I know what you're looking for out of me. I'm just going to say people with glass jaws should wash their mouths out. That's
what do you know about attacking downhill in the run game? You don't know. All right, that's right.
Okay, neither do you, Sean. You were a freaking quarterback. My God. There is no there is so much I want to say right now, and I can't. And I know why you did this, and it makes me want to yell at you like a small child.
I just love seeing you get all flustered up.
Let's just put it this way. Sean and I had a meeting of the minds, and we'll say it didn't go so hot. Maybe because I'm a phallus. Definitely because he is. Just throwing that out there.
And 2 fallacies don't make it right. Or something.
Although sometimes they do make an Eiffel Tower. My story is about college basketball. We didn't prep that. That was just off the top of my head. My story is about college basketball. You remember when we started talking about NIL, and I said there are going to be some repercussions from this that you weren't necessarily expecting?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we had a new one. 20 men have been charged in a point-shaving scheme involving 39 college basketball players on 17 Division I teams, leading to 29 games being fixed.
That's a bunch.
Now, I feel like, and you know, we're ESPN strong, baby. We're part of the mothership. But I feel like maybe the advertising department had a role in placing an ad underneath the byline that was right above this part of the story. 4 of the players charged, Simeon Cottle, Carlos Hart, Camion Shell, and Omar Carisi, have played for their current teams in the past week. I have a question. Teacher, pick me. You're telling me you didn't know about this in the past week? We've known this was coming for a month. Because I told you what little I knew was like 5 of these schools are directly around the city of New Orleans. How did you not know that? How do these teams not know that? And for the love of God, is this something that's good enough for you to go, no, you're not allowed to play? Because it doesn't seem anything else is. You played in the NBA? Come on back. It's fine. We need somebody that people know who they are.
Winning is everything. Even New Orleans, I suppose. Yeah, the NCAA, did you see this? The NCAA has gone as far as to ask the Commodity Futures Trading Commission to stop all prediction markets on college sports. They just wanted no more. Until we can put certain guidelines in place. And, you know, would you like to guess what one of the guidelines is? It's that the NCAA have some control over the betting markets. Excuse me? What? I mean, maybe the story is poorly written. I don't know. But that's what that sounds like to me. When they suggest that they want, was it more input into the industry? Excuse me?
Well, I wanted the Spice Girls to come to my birthday party. They never did. And I'm still salty about it. But
I don't think they're going to be shutting down the college betting markets. Do you?
No. I just find it funny that the NCAA makes the United States government look like Chick-fil-A. I mean, you make it look like the U.S. government runs like a top. That's how bad you are. And the head of that one flicked off a reporter yesterday. That's how bad you are. They make you look terrible. Just, oh, God. Can we just be done with it? Like the NCAA just folds up shop, turns it into a spirit Halloween, and we just call it good?
Yeah. I mean, that's the path that we've been headed on since, since the O'Bannon case.
Oh God, that was the first one.
That was the first moment.
That was the first one where the NCAA just rolled over like an old dog next to the radiator and went, can't, hurts.
But that was the monumental court case. It was the Ed O'Bannon case that led to all of this. Remember? No more using the name, image, and likeness. No more video game. And then we rallied, and EA Sports brought us the video game back. And ever since then, this is our penance. And to me, it was worth it. Just to have college football 25, 26, the lineage back.
And who would have thought?
Worth it.
Who would have thought that an NBA player that played 3 seasons was one of the most categoric busts in NBA history and averaged 5 points a game could be the catalyst to destroy the NCAA? That's the most fitting thing in the history of time. Yep, that's who it should have been. A guy that averaged 16 minutes a night for the Nets and the Mavericks. And that was back in the 90s when those two were just absolute cheeks.
Mm-hmm. It's the NCAA loses teeth by the second. Kind of like Bill Workman said in the YouTube comments, the NCAA is the old cop who's now 90 and yelling at people from his front porch. You can't do much but yell at you. Pretty much. The NCAA sits back and goes, this is wrong, and you need to give us some power. And they went, wait a minute. You had power, and you conceded it. You used to have power. But because you dug your head in the sand for so many years on so many big issues that just snowballed on you, and then you lost every court case because you had done nothing. I remembered the not surprised but mildly surprised reaction to the big court case that they finally lost that really opened the door for all of this. I can't remember what it was called. Anyway. And then it was, well, now we got to work on some guidelines. Wait a minute, now you got to work on guidelines? I've been arguing with Big Ginger Jeremy Green about this for 4 years now. And now you're talking about guidelines? And then the Wild West showed up, and there's nothing they can do now.
I don't think I like Big Ginger as a...
Big Ginger? You don't like Big Ginger? Okay.
I don't think it's a nickname I'm real fond of.
I mean, I can remember having all of these discussions with a lot of people. I mean, just random people in bars. Like, what are they going to do? And name, image, and likeness? I don't know, but they're going to have some guardrails on it, or it's all just going to go to hell. And everybody up in Indianapolis sat there with their thumb in their keister and just didn't do anything about it. No planning whatsoever. And now we wind up in the world that we're in now. Constant movement, transfer portals, big-time contracts that aren't really contracts, that nobody feels that they need to abide by. Right? You've got big-time quarterbacks going to pretty sizable schools, right? Washington. And then just taking the contract and going, or agreeing to the contract and then going, you know what? I don't care that I signed that. We'll just move on and do whatever because there's no one here to tell me different.
The NCAA imitating the Asheville City Council since 1942.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I can do your thing. I don't want to, but I can.
It's best just to dabble. If you try to do it full time, it'll ruin you.
Oh, 100%. I would sound like Alex Jones in a week. Just the government's out to get you. They're all there's hormones in the water. It's not good. I don't want to do any of
that. Red Sea says, Lord of the Mullets, Sir Ginger Green IV.
I like the sir.
That's regal.
I like the sir. Mm-hmm. It's really about the only thing about the British stuff that I can get down with that.
The Ginger Sasquatch. That's a good one from Gary Birch. I like that.
The Ginger Squatch.
Oh. 100%. Ginger Squatch. Coming to a theater near you. It's not actually Bigfoot. It's just Ginger Squatch. He just runs around to different KOA campgrounds naked and drunk screaming in the middle of the night. It's the new Terrifier.
Without a doubt, that's a twin bill double matinee with Cocaine Bear.
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah. and the late night feature, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Blood and Honey.
Oh, goodness. How do we get down these paths?
I have no idea. I don't know. The better question is, why do they keep letting us do it?
Right.
You would think at some point somebody would go, can we keep it on the rails, please?
Mm-mm.
And yet, they don't.
They don't.
You win awards
and see where we go.
You win awards, and then they use me as an example of what to do.
Mm-hmm.
How does that happen?
I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird life. Anyhow, as we were discussing, what were we discussing? Yes, John Harbaugh going to the New York Giants. And to me, it was a surprise. It was a surprise because I thought the report that we had was accurate, that he would not be interested in being married to a GM.
Well, I mean, you should always take those reports with a grain of salt.
Sure.
I mean, because and we haven't played this game in a long time, but we are just, I mean, we're flirting with it. It's full on line season.
Mm-hmm.
Who wants you to know that?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who do you think put out that report if he doesn't want to be married to a GM? There's only one person that makes sense. It's the New York Giants. Always remember, and I got to see this firsthand, when you're in the biggest media market in the country, you'd be shocked how many people you have in your pocket that will just do your bidding for you. I mean, I go back to the Jamal Adams deal with the Jets years ago. They played Seattle like a fiddle. And they knew exactly what they were doing. But you get enough reporters that are fighting for that one little spot on the old back page. They'll do what you tell them to. Just good little foot soldiers.
So this was all orchestrated, you say?
I believe the New York Giants put that out because it didn't benefit Harbaugh in any way. I mean, look, you had 2 jobs with a GM opening. So it doesn't make any sense for him to have said it if he was planning on getting back into coaching.
I mean,
he's going to do the Mike Tomlin thing and sit on the sidelines?
But unless he really wanted the Giants job and he didn't want Joe Shane to come along with it.
Well, then he lost.
Maybe he did. You never know. But maybe that could have been pressure from his side to say, look, I'd rather not have a GM. And then when the Giants didn't fire the GM, they still came with an offer that he could accept.
Oh, Stephen Tout.
Joe Shane's going to sit there with his hands folded and listen to everything you say.
In that chair that's at the end of every bed in the hotel room. Stephen Tout just got it right. Stephen Tout wins the day. I mean, very rarely do we ever have a time where comment of the day has been made and we have 2 hours left in the program. Draft Squatch.
Draft Squatch. That's definitely points.
For sure.
Good for you. Now you need a mascot, Mr. AI Whiz.
Oh, have no fear.
Graphic designer.
Before this show is over, we will be introducing Donald the Pooh. So
Donald the Pooh.
Yeah, you left me at home, and guess what I played with all morning? Fortnite and ChatGPT.
Yeah, we don't need to know.
Let's go.
We don't need to know what you played with this morning. That's just too much.
I didn't realize what I didn't. Nope. Don't clip that one for the love of God.
Please do.
That will be used against me in a court of law.
This morning. Yikes. Anyhow, we will continue to cover the latest news out of the NFL, coaching hires, rumors, and whatnot as we continue through the program here on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. Take this opportunity to tell you about our good friends over at Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue. That is the best place in town to find the meat and find a drink and find their balls. Their bear balls, their moink balls, they're lovely. Every little thing that they have on the menu is fantastic. At 135 Cox Avenue, Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue. You can check them out at bearsbbq.com. They've got all kinds of meal deals and or not, like I don't want to call it like combo meals, but essentially that's what it is, like giant feasts that you can take home to the family each and every night, and they can also hook you up for the big one, the big game coming up. And if you don't have a place to watch said game, Bear Smokehouse Barbecue, the back alley bar, it's a hell of a place to catch one. All your sports watching needs right there at 135 Cox Avenue on the South Slope in downtown Asheville. Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue, they got a second location inside Sweeten Creek Brewing on Sweeten Creek Road in South Asheville. Go see them today.
ESPN Asheville.
Yeah, we're clear.
Your mountain weather forecast.
Quick kick here. Very cold airs. We're only in the mid-20s this afternoon with some partial sunshine and going to have some gusty winds also, which are weather advisories. The mountains will be expiring. Wind advisory will stay in effect through this evening about 3,500 feet. So it'll be in the mid-20s. It's going to feel a lot colder. 10 tonight with some single digits. A little breezy at times. Sunshine tomorrow, upper 40s. Maybe a little bit of rain and snow over the weekend. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored by Jimmy's Automotive Center.
If holiday travel is in your future, you need to make sure that car or truck is ready to go and hit the road, and Jimmy's Automotive has got you covered. For only $199 plus tax, get an oil change, tire rotation, coolant flush, and courtesy trip inspection. Book online at jimmysauto.com or call 565-8608.
Running for office means having something important to say. Radio is the most personal medium out there. Voters hear the real you, exactly the way you want to be heard. No filters, no AI, just your voice, your message. And it's 1/10 the time and cost of video. Don't just campaign. Connect with millions all over the country, even thousands in the smallest communities with radio. Call now and be on the air in just 48 hours. 844-844-iHeart. That's 844-844-iHeart.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back?
Did I just hear that commercial right?
Download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside
What's that?
later this year.
Download the free Upside
So
app now.
it's a commercial for that
Cash back
Upside,
every time you buy gas. Use
which is great. I use it all the time. They just said the average American spends $5,000 a year in gas.
PayPal or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just
I mean, is that blending half long-haul truck drivers and half sports analysts?
First tank. That's code Royal25.
Because I travel more than anybody I know,
For healthy,
and I
delicious
didn't
food,
spend
you don't have to eat
$5,000 in
out.
gas.
You can enjoy delicious or Simply Steamer's grilled chicken and broccoli
And I
Alfredo
drive the
at
biggest
home.
truck
With
on the road.
tasty, tender chicken, crisp veggies, and 28 grams of protein. It's what having it all tastes like.
This is where it starts. Where your story begins. This is the trail you blaze yourself. And step by step, you get stronger.
Gary
faster,
Burt's made a Sasquatch with a Jets hat on and a fireball in his hand.
How are you?
Nice.
That's pretty solid.
Angles, we're with you every step of the way.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees.
Yes.
Our business was born out of wanting to help Western
Your camera
North
just went dead.
get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo!
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Clarissa Sells WNC
There
is the
he
number
is.
one team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in
That was weird.
real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't
operator
have.
error.
Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelor bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving.
You can blame
Appalachian Motor
Stephen
Coach
Tao
gets you
for what's
there
about to
relaxed,
happen.
on time, and ready for the party.
Oh, I saw it.
Oh, and it's happening right now.
Appalachian Motor Coach.
As
the
we
best
speak.
memories start on the ride.
I'm Scarlett Johansson. My family relied on public assistance to help provide meals for us. These meals fueled my involvement in theater.
Red
and
Feather
arts
said, as a stay-at-home caretaker, I'm at like $20 a month.
The Feeding
on
America
gas.
network of food
So
banks
someone
helps
out there has
millions
to be
of
spending
people
like
put food on the
$10,000 a
table.
month to cancel
You
the
can-
hours.
Donating, volunteering, and advocating.
Right. Long haul truckers.
I drive
are nourished.
the biggest
Join the
truck
movement to
you
end
can
hunger at
commercially buy,
feedingamerica.org/act now.
and I don't
Brought to
spend
you by
that.
Feeding America and the Ad Council.
This football
It
season,
also
Bear
carries
Smokehouse
around
Barbecue is where the fans
probably a
feast.
metric
Catch
ton
every
of
game
equipment,
Thursday,
and I
Saturday,
still don't
Sunday,
spend
and Monday on big screens with booming sound, cold drinks, and the best barbecue in town. Bring your crew and tackle the
Oh
game
my
day grub package.
God.
A dozen wings, a pound of pork or chicken, a full rack of ribs, 3 pints of
Oh
sides,
my
and
God,
slider
it's so
rolls,
good.
feeding 4 hungry fans.
It's so good.
For the ribs, Bears is the ultimate game day destination. Bears Barbecue in downtown Asheville, your home.
All right, we got a cue to call after the ID.
Asheville's #1 sports station, ESPN Asheville, WPEK, W225CJ Fairview, WMXF Waynesville, and iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Now here's your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Happy. That's happy. Enter it now.
Your chance to win is at ESPNAVL.com. Good luck.
The Sportsocracy.
It fires me up, man. I love it. Say it one more time.
The Sportsocracy.
Shake it back!
Beer City's best sports talk.
It is gross.
Just earlier.
They are mature, actually. You just have to get to know them better.
Your lunchtime dose of dumbassery. Live from the Ingalls studio.
And welcome back into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. Sportsocracy heard everywhere you go on the iHeart Radio app, and we are seen everywhere on YouTube. Just go to thesportsocracy.com, click the live video link, subscribe to the channel, join us in the chat. It is a snow day today. The hermit decided to stay home instead of getting
I'm not
out
a hermit.
in the chilly weather.
I'm not a hermit.
To hold his feelings.
I'm not a hermit. I'm just a house cat. There's a difference. I don't do snow. It's well known. I prefaced this long before we ever did this show. I don't do snow.
That big old truck out there. But it flurried last night.
Mm-hmm.
Can't go.
Yep. Sure did.
He's like, yep, sure did.
Yep. You know, Tank, I was vaguely feeling guilty about what I was about to do. I don't feel so guilty anymore. And Fat Baby Cuban Tank. Yes. Yes.
Oh, he's adorable. Look at him.
We're just going to make you one of those for it. Wait till you see St. Patrick's Day, Tank.
Oh, look at Fat Baby Tank. Ain't he cute? He's disturbing. But that is the best AI face.
Oh, no doubt. It's so good. It's oh, yeah, it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why it turns you into an elf, but
well, it's because you talk about how short I am all the time.
I mean, it must be.
I mean, the AI knows you. It knows your. I mean, hell, it can do it can print out scripts in your voice with things that you say.
Yes,
of course it knows how you want that to look because you've told it every little deep dark secret about yourself.
Yeah, when AI takes over the world, just know I will be their human leader.
No, that's not how that works.
I will be the human
leader.
I will be the human that they put in charge, and they will make me president.
Maybe so.
Because I trusted them when the rest of you did not. Speaking of things we trust, or don't trust for that matter, we have our first super chat of the day.
Oh, I do love a good super chat on a wonderful snow day.
Show me the money, money.
It's from Red Sea. Said, Jeremy, can you tell me the current odds for Cardinals head coach? I see some numbers from Bet365, and I really want to see better numbers somewhere. I don't know the Bet365 number. Jamie Eisner did put out a tweet, I believe this was yesterday, and I don't think these are going to make you feel great, but they shouldn't make you feel terrible either. Vance Joseph's the favorite at plus 225. Joe Brady's second at plus 500. Clint Kubiak, who would probably be my favorite, is plus 600. Brian Flores is at 9-1. Chris Shula, Arthur Smith 10-1. Thomas Brown 11-1. Robert Saleh is at 16-1. I can confirm Robert Saleh will not be taking this job. I don't know which job he's going to take, but it won't be that one. I know which one I think it is, and I'll give you a hint. They have the number one pick in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Brian Flores is getting a job in this cycle.
I'm starting to wonder if he's ever going to get a job.
I'm
starting to wonder if you weren't right. That, you know what? That's just something that people don't get over. Right? You weren't a great coach to begin with, and then you sued the league. And in the end, is that why? Or is it just the combination of everything?
You sue the employer. Don't be shocked when your opportunities are limited, especially when you say the quiet part out loud of "they told me not to win games." That was really what did him in, because every owner went, "Oh, so you mean if this goes sideways, you're going to tell everybody what I told you?" Yep, not going to do that. That's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's still trying to climb the ladder back, and he's almost there. They're almost. You would think if there was a year that he was going to get a job, it would be this one where the candidates aren't strong.
I mean, you would think, but I mean, because they're not. You look around the industry, and there are some very strange names.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hearing strange names could get some of these jobs, which is, I've heard a couple in the last 24 hours that like my blood comes out of my ears. Like Antonio Pierce is a real honest-to-God candidate for an NFL job. I'm going to need you to explain that to me, and I need you to explain it to me real slow.
For who?
Atlanta.
Don't do that.
I don't think that's who they're going to hire, but they're apparently very intrigued by it.
They're kicking the tires on it. Even to kick the tires on it feels gross. But that may be where you're at. Who knows? You're just making sure that no stone gets unturned. Who are the favorites right now? You said Clint Kubiak would be your favorite to get the Arizona Cardinals job. I feel like you should put a shekel on that, by the way, because plus 600, that's pretty good.
I like Clint Kubiak there. I can't imagine with how that roster is going to be built that they're not going an offensive coach. Now, here's the blessing and the curse of that. I don't think Joe Brady's even a realistic candidate, to be honest with you.
Really?
They've got him as 2. I don't think I would be surprised if he got that job. So if you go there, it's an offensive guy. I mean, my 1-2 in Arizona would be Clint Kubiak, Thomas Brown.
Wow, Thomas Brown's still hanging out there. Okay. Where's he
That's
at
he's a passing game coordinator in New England.
Okay.
That's the one job I think he has a real honest-God shot at.
Okay.
So just where we're at in the coaching cycle, if I were a betting man, I would say I would still stick with Kevin Stefanski in Atlanta because that's the one that makes the most sense. He can more do what he wants to do in Atlanta than he ever could in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
Kubiak with the Arizona Cardinals. I'm still really leaning into Anthony Weaver for the Ravens job. I know they really like Brian Flores, There have been a couple other names. I don't think Mike McDaniel's a real candidate there. To me, Baltimore comes down to three guys. They're all three defensive guys. Anthony Weaver, Jesse Minter, and Brian Flores.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody was going to hire Flores, I believe it would be Baltimore. Cleveland's still Mike McDaniel, all gas, no break. I will be stunned if it's anybody else. Let's see. The Raiders, Saleh, as I said. Miami's Jeff Hafley. If you recall, that was who I said when we went through this the first time.
Right.
Giants already hired John Harbaugh. Pittsburgh is the one that I cannot get a good beat on because some of these candidates just don't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I keep coming back to Nate Schilhaas. That's the one. That's the one that it checks every box in my head because that has to be an offensive guy. You've never had an offensive head coach. At some point, you have to break that.
Josh Grizzard is available if they would like.
I'll speak for them. Pass.
No, we don't want him.
And poor Tennessee, you're just getting used sideways for leverage. And to me, that comes down to two former coaches in this league, Matt Nagy and Mike McCarthy. Sorry.
I'd go Nagy, I think.
Can we just not have a head coach? Can we just be single for a year? Like we'll hire 4 coordinators and just let them do it as a committee. If my choice is a head coach or Mike McCarthy and Matt Nagy, I won't play.
Just call it quits right there. Oh.
Do you disagree with anything I said there?
No Joe Brady in the cycle. Okay.
He's not getting the traction that I would have expected. And, they're still in the playoffs. They were a wild card team, but you can still make the request.
Mm-hmm. And there would be still some noise, you would think, around the agent.
You would think.
But I've heard none. I've seen no rumors. I mean, other than I think it was reported that didn't he interview for a job during the week off or something?
Well, they didn't have a week off.
Oh, they didn't get the week off. That's right. Well, I guess not. And so they got to wait till the end of the cycle? But is that even rumored?
No.
That somebody's waiting?
I mean, I can't find one that's just waiting with bated breath to get to Joe Brady.
Right.
And if before you give me but they're in the playoffs, look how many interviews the Rams guys have. Mike LaFleur got an interview. That should tell you everything you need to know.
Mm-hmm.
Also should tell you how deep in the bag we're going to try to, please God, find somebody with an offensive pedigree.
Mike Kafka. He's not getting the New York job. So.
No, I think Kafka's either going to get your offensive coordinator job or he's the fallback in Detroit. If McDaniel doesn't take Detroit, I think it will be Mike Kafka.
Or if Matt Nagy moves on to Tennessee and then he goes back to Kansas City.
Absolutely. And I'll be honest with you, I don't think Kafka will make a decision until we know who's taking Tennessee.
Right. You got to wait for all the dominoes to fall. Because I damn sure wouldn't want to agree to take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers OC job and then Kansas City, or then Andy Reid go, man, you should have waited.
Well, you also got to remember, it's not a foregone conclusion that it would be Kafka. There have been rumors on Eric Bieniemy. There have been rumors on a lot of guys.
To replace Nagy?
Yes. Gary Birch asked about Cliff Kingsbury. He's one of the toughest ones to get a read on because I can't figure out. I know he wants a head coaching job. He interviewed with Baltimore. He's had preliminary talks with a couple others. I just can't fathom anybody's going to hire him as head coach. Because at some point you got to remember, head coach is, yes, I have to buy into the guy. I also have to sell this to my fan base. Because if I'm hiring a new coach, I've probably got a pretty disenfranchised fan base.
Mm-hmm.
And is Kingsbury going to send you? Especially if you're Baltimore. Baltimore, they might go, hey, it's an offensive guy. We don't care.
It'd be
For the
like
love of
Cleveland.
God, can we score points with an offense this good?
No, I would say like Cleveland would be interested.
I'm not sure he would be interested in Cleveland.
Probably not.
Cleveland's
Who
had
would
a
be?
couple guys that were good. We know what you're going to try to saddle us with. We're not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
We have another super chat. It's from Tay, who said Dante Moore staying at Oregon hurts the Saints with the best player available at 8.
Mm-hmm.
We actually talked about that yesterday when the news came out on Dante Moore. You can find it on our YouTube page. We actually isolated that whole video of who Dante Moore coming back hurts the most. Everything I've heard today is Dylan Raiola is still staying at Oregon. And he's just going to be the 2, which is mind-boggling to me. In this era of college football, you're telling me you couldn't find a place to start?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just really like their uniforms, bro. Pat Mahomes wore an Oregon jersey the other day. I have to do everything he does.
But there again, maybe the contract, maybe he'd already signed on the dotted line, and he, unlike that other dude from Washington, is a man of his word.
I will tell you. I'm glad you said the money.
Yeah.
Demon Williams did confirm he's coming back to Washington. I'm sure you've heard that at some point. If the money I'm hearing out of Oregon is true, we've already gotten to complete dumb talk.
I saw a headline that said something like they had spent more on their roster for next year than they did on their coaches.
Oh, they did that last year.
Okay.
That's not new for Oregon. They've done that 2, maybe 3 years. The number I heard on Dante, I'll give you a hint. I'm not going to go too far down the rabbit hole because I can't confirm it. There are 2 digits left of the comma.
Yeah.
On Dante Moore, which is wild.
You knew it wouldn't take long to get there, though.
No, I told you months ago. This is going to get stupid.
Look, when I guess it was 2 years ago, when Matt Rule was talking after his, I guess it was his first year in Nebraska, and this was all new and everything, and I think it was right before Raiola made the flip to Nebraska, and he just he said that $5 million, that's where you're at. If you want a quarterback, $5 million
minimum.
And that was in the first year of this, or the second year of this.
We're
all still kind of getting used to it, and it was like, wait a minute, we're already at $5 million?
The funniest part of the numbers to me, and I obviously I can't give you who my source is here. I've got it on real good authority. We were super high on the number at first. Now we're low. So the numbers you hear, in large part, they're too low. I was told specifically Ty Simpson would have made more this upcoming season than he will probably make in the next 2 seasons combined if he had come back to school.
Wow.
I know what that number is. You're in the $8 million range there if he goes where I think he will.
That's insane.
I mean, it is insane. And this is what we forewarned you with the NCAA is that these days are coming.
Mm-hmm.
Where I mean, now, if you want me to play devil's advocate, this is where you have fawed, and now you shall foe, because now you've done something that the NFL is going to go. I don't think I like that. I don't think I like that we have 12 quarterbacks in next year's class, and we have 1 in this one.
Mm-hmm. Well, what are they going to do?
What's the NFL going to do?
Yeah.
Oh, lean on you. Behind closed doors, they will lean on you and go, hey, you know all those things that we've done to be nice to you? We will stop doing that. We won't contend with you on Friday night. We won't play games on Saturday. bro, that's one really aggressive lawsuit, and we have lawyers that wipe their keister with more money than you have. We will throttle you if you want to play this game with us, we will play, and we will win. I had that said to me in no uncertain terms.
But what control could they have over this?
Over the NCAA?
The NCAA over guys coming back to school.
You got to put a salary cap on this. You cannot make yourself a competitor to us. See, that's where the NCAA's at now. Because now I just lost Dante Moore. I lost Amari Washington. Uiagalele's not as big of a deal, but that was 2 first-round picks. 2 almost guaranteed first-round picks. I had heard Amari Washington, and I'd heard it on Dante Moore. I could, and I continuously said it. I just couldn't believe it. Not because I don't think it was the right decision. I think Dante Moore made the right decision for himself. If for nothing else, solely because you don't play for the Jets.
Yeah, the dumbass here is Dylan Raiola pulling a Justin Fields.
Well,
going somewhere where there's already a quarterback.
The Raiola thing was explained to me as, he is coming off it was a fibula. I think he broke his leg.
Okay.
And so he gets a year to rehab with some of the best doctors in the world. If Dante Moore were to go down and he could show in a small sample size that he could carry, he's also in no rush to get to the NFL. I did not know that. I mean, his dad played in the league. Money's not really a problem.
Right.
So he's not in a hurry. He's enjoying college. It's fine. The problem that the NCAA is going to have is now you're actually starting to act like you're a competitor to us. You're not. You're our minor league. And the minute you start to get out of line in that, we will correct you. I mean, just ask yourself this question. Why do you think every minor league football entity has never existed? Because the second we think you're any kind of – the USFL was a legit contender. They had big boy money, and the NFL squished them like a bug.
Absolutely.
Why do you think nobody else has ever chimed up to do that? You're telling me you don't think there's people – oh. That is the same thing. That's the point. I thought you were going to say something else, that nobody could because we wouldn't watch it. Oh, the hell we wouldn't.
No, they would. No, we could.
If you started a legit spring league that got legit players, we would watch it in droves. We just did this with the 2 girls that just started with us. The 70 of the top, I think it's 70 of the top 77 television shows on of the last year were NFL football games.
Yep.
We would totally watch a spring league if we got players that we cared about.
Exactly.
We don't. We wind up getting. I'm not proud of what I'm getting ready to say, but it is true. I spent more time in the last 3 months investigating the UFL draft than I have anything in the NBA.
Yeah.
The UFL draft's been the last 2 days.
Okay.
And I do love scrolling those rosters going, hey, I remember Justin Ross. I remember saying you should run from him like he's on fire.
What do they just do, fantasy drafts every year?
They redraft the rosters every year. Quarterbacks are allocated, and then you have to draft the rest of the roster.
I did not know that.
Oh, yeah, there's some good names in there. Justin Ross is the one that was he was at the top of my head. There are a bunch of
Denzel Mims.
Oh, yeah. Jet legend Denzel Mims.
Greg Ward Jr. Good Lord. No wonder nobody watches this.
Oh, it's brutal.
Oh, there's your boy, Kellen Dyche. You loved him in the draft.
Out of Arizona State. Yeah, I thought he was. He went to Denver. I thought he was going to be an honest-to-God offensive lineman in this league. He was not.
No.
He taught me a valuable lesson. 280-pound offensive linemen, they don't work in the NFL.
Right.
You need some of those corn-fed fellers that are about 320.
Does the house remember, I don't know, a freak of nature tight end named Jalen Weidermeyer? It was going to revolutionize the tight end position.
Jace Weidermeyer.
Jalen.
Was it Jalen? Oh, it was Jace Sternberger. They had 2 back-to-back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Weidermeyer was the one that was like 6'7" and ran like a gazelle.
Uh-huh.
Only problem is he had hands like a gazelle, too.
And
He's
found
just
that out
hooves.
quickly.
He has had hooves trying to catch balls. It didn't work particularly well. That would be a fun game to play. I mean, that's a YouTube thing for sure. But we just go through the UFL rosters as Jeremy hangs his head in shame of guys that he once liked that have been relegated to what became of the XFL.
Oh, absolutely. There are several of them. The most shocking name, scrolling through the day one selections of the UFL draft, Anthony McFarland,
running back out of Maryland.
Uh-huh. I mean, he had I don't even know if you could really call that a cup of coffee, but sure.
He had a couple games where he was okay.
Right. Pittsburgh Steelers. Some injuries happened. He got the ball a couple of games.
Well, there was also that other really big problem with Anthony McFarland, which is he makes you look like George Murison. Because he's listed at 5'9". I got news for you. I've stood directly next to him. If that dude's 5'9", I'm 6'9". And I got news for you. I'm not.
See, and these are just the names that you two can reminisce about if you follow the Sportsocracy throughout the Draftmas season. Because Jeremy is all over the place. And your Draftmas season station is ESPN Asheville. And the Sportsocracy.
And all we ask is, when you're sitting on your couch tonight, if you love us, just go to YouTube, find the little folder of mock draft videos, just watch them, click the little thumb, and leave a comment. Because every time you do that, they show it to like 150 new people, and they pay us. And we're like the Joker. Everything we enjoy is cheap.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You are in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. Follow us on all the socials at the Sportsocracy to be sure to follow all of the Draftmas season travels. Jeremy's getting ready to go to the Shrine Bowl, to the Senior Bowl.
Dude,
we've got combine coverage.
I just confirmed something for the Shrine Bowl. I cannot tell you at all what it is.
Oh, okay.
The Monday shows from Dallas are going to be insane. All of the content is going to be insane. The funniest part of this trip is that Megan is going with me. All of our accommodations have been set up by her friends, and she's jealous of what I'm doing. I'm like, they're your friends. They would have invited you.
That's right.
But they keep inviting me, and I like it a lot. Mm-hmm. And you'll get to meet them while we're down there, too, and the wonderful brands that they represent.
Yep. Stay tuned to the Sportsocracy here on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400.
The iHeart Radio app.
And we're clear.
That's just like in the car. You're our number one. Make us yours. ESPN Asheville, the mountain's favorite sports.
Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You're home for the Sportsocracy. Weekdays at noon with Tar Heels and Atlanta Braves baseball.
Running for office means having something important to say. Radio is the most personal medium out there. Voters hear the real you, exactly the way you want to be heard. No filters, no AI, just your voice, your message. And it's 1/10 the time and cost of video. Don't just campaign. Connect with millions all over the country, even thousands in the smallest communities with radio. Be on the air in just 48 hours. Visit winwithiheart.com. That's winwithiheart.com.
Rock icons, unleashed and on stage.
What song is it you want to hear?
Introducing iHeartRadio's Classic Rock Live.
What a wonderful evening.
Your front row pass to rock's most iconic live recordings, all commercial free.
You in the jungle, baby!
Hear the boss sing to the rafters.
Go out there!
Zeppelin set the stage on fire.
Jimmy Page, guitar.
And feel AC/DC bring the house down.
We got some black and black for you, ready?
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Classic Rock Live, and make it a preset now.
This football season, Bears Smokehouse Barbecue is where the fans feast. Catch every game Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday on big screens with booming sound, cold drinks, and the best barbecue in town. Bring your crew and tackle the game day grub package. A dozen wings, a pound of pork or chicken, a full rack of ribs, 3 pints of sides, and slider rolls, feeding 4 hungry fans. Whether you're cheering for touchdowns or just here for the ribs, Bears is the ultimate game day destination. Bears Barbecue in downtown Asheville. Your home for football where the fans feast.
Did you know that Ingles sells more organics than any other grocery store? Or that they run their own dairy? Or that they only serve USDA Choice and Prime meat? Or that they donate 3,956 meals a day to local food banks? Well, now you do. It's all in the bag.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate case and showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we're Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo!
ESPN Asheville. Your mountain weather forecast.
Quick kick here, very cold airs. We're only in the mid-20s this afternoon with some partial sunshine and gonna have some gusty winds also. Winter weather advisories in the mountains will be expiring. Wind advisory will stay in effect through this evening about 3,500 feet. So it'll be in the mid-20s. Going to feel a lot colder. 10 tonight with some single digits. A little breezy at times. Sunshine tomorrow, upper 40s. Maybe a little bit of rain and snow over the weekend. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Stajic.
This report sponsored by the experts at Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks Real Estate, the real estate leader in Western North Carolina.
Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks Real Estate is not like other real estate companies. They're built differently. As the #1 family-owned real estate company in the U.S., proven expertise and personalized service delivers results. Let them show you how at Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks.
Jane Dawson did something smart. She saved hundreds on auto insurance switching to Progressive. With the money she saved, she got herself a pricey bird feeder with an ultra-high-def camera. Should Jane have just bought a regular bird feeder? Yes. Is it hard for her to admire nature when the camera doubles as the bird's potty? Also, yes. But it's Jane's savings, and if she wants to spend her time watching the digestive habits of the white-breasted nuthatch, we say you go, girl. Switch and see if you could save with Progressive and treat yourself. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Febreze. New Febreze Air Mist has 50% more odor fighters and up to 30% more fragrance than the old formula. So now you can take on 100% more stinky odors, like sweaty gym bags, greasy cooking smells, and the after effects of the dog.
We have a big super chat, which steers into something that I want to do anyway.
New Febreze.
Okay.
It's from Final Anthony. Talking about the Commanders. So let's do a bless this mess on Washington.
Want to save some money?
And I'll put it out as social media content for later. Okay. So we'll do weird. Then give me a beat to start the recording, and we'll do a fix the franchise of Washington.
iHeartRadio. Listen now.
Welcome to the Ingles Table.
All right.
Destination.
How long do I have here?
Galore.
And thank you, Final Anthony, for we needed one segment here, and we appreciate you giving it to us.
Through it step by step, with expert tips and advice along the way. Find the Ingles Table at ingles-markets.com or swing by the store and pick up your free copy of the Ingles Table magazine. And let's get cooking. Ingles, low prices, love the savings.
ESPN Asheville, broadcasting from the Ingalls studio at Radio Ranch. Log on to ESPNAVL.com and make us your number one preset on the iHeart Radio app. ESPN Asheville, number one for sports coverage in the mountains.
Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports have teamed up under a new local owner to serve our community with the finest custom apparel and unique branded items at the best price. Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports can customize whatever you, your team, or your local group may need with high-quality screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Visit mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com. That's mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com for your local one-stop custom apparel shops.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
On the weird scale, there's Vegas, there's Florida, and there's Asheville. Let's get weird, Asheville.
We are back at the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville. Jeremy, we missed it. Yesterday was the day. It was a day to celebrate. It was a day that, well, I guess used to be celebrated a long time ago. I mean, we need to bring it back. You know, much like, the Christmas season had their, resurgence back in the, 1700s, whenever that was. I think we need to bring back the Feast of the Ass. Yesterday was Feast of the Ass Day. And to me, that is a day that we need to be celebrating. January 14th is the Feast of the Ass, as a medieval Christian feast and commemorates the Israelites' flight into Egypt. Predominantly observed in France as a variant of the Feast of Fools, which commemorated biblical donkey-related narratives, particularly the donkey that carried the Holy Family into Egypt and Jesus' birth. This is one of those days that we would always, they would like bring this up in church, and you'd giggle as a kid. Like, I remember that we had like a Christmas, I can't remember the name of the Christmas carol, but it referred to the ass in the in the verses of the hymn. And it was one of those, it's like, look, we're singing that song today. We get to say the word.
You're still a child.
I am a child. And holding back laughter in church, there is nothing more wholesome in the entire world, if you ask me.
I have no doubt that holiday would be a favorite of one Sean P. Diddy Combs. My story comes from the great state of Wisconsin, a place that we once spent a week in a mansion way up in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
It's about two teenagers that were at the Kettle Moraine State Forest. This is back in September. They are just coming forward with their story now of a harrowing experience that they had.
A harrowing experience?
It's two teenagers from Wisconsin. And it was a harrowing.
You said heroin or harrowing?
It was not a heroin experience. That would be in crimes, because you can't. There's no such thing as legal heroin. Although there are pharmaceutical companies that challenge that pretty consistently. It comes from the Kettle Moraine State Forest. These two young men's names were redacted, and I'm going to assume that they were young men. And by the end of the story, you'll understand why I say that.
All right.
Parked my truck on this little dirt parking lot, about 20 by 20. Keeping in mind, we pulled the truck into the parking lot, and from the back bumper, the truck to the road, 15 feet maybe. When we parked the truck, my friend who was sitting in the passenger seat next to me looks over and says, "Man, I don't know if we should be here. I feel like we're being watched." He felt the same way as his pal, but he played it down. Got into the back of his truck to get out some bottle rockets that they had brought with them. This is about the time where I go, yep, this is
definitely dudes. Definitely dudes.
They put the bag of fireworks on the driver's side seat, left the door open so they could see what they were doing as the headlights of the truck were off. The only hot light they had coming from the truck's interior lights and a cargo light on the back of it was shining in the truck's bed. They shot bottle rockets for 20 minutes, and then an unexpected guest showed up. Tank, would you like to guess what it was?
A bear.
It was a Sasquatch. It was a Sasquatch. He's in Wisconsin. He probably frequents the Lizard Island Pleasure Club or whatever the name of that place was.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it? And this is just a theoretical question I have. Why is it that all of these stories come from places that I go, why exactly would you say you live there? Like, nobody's ever been in New York City and said, I was walking through Times Square and I passed 11 beautiful women and then I saw a Sasquatch. Nope. It's always, I was in Duluth, Montana, and I hadn't seen a human or spoken to another person in 14 days. And then out of nowhere came this large, hairy, big-eyed critter that I am convinced was a Bigfoot.
Right.
But nobody ever takes pictures of it. Like, you carry a phone around in your pocket and nobody ever goes, gotcha.
Well, he's so quick. He's speedy. He's the master at hide and seek. And, of course, he's not going to show up in New York City. I mean, well, you want him to put on a trench coat and glasses and a hat and just walk around like, oh, nothing's wrong here. Nothing to see, just a little overactive puberty problem. Yeah,
overactive puberty?
Yeah. It was like,
Is that a thing? I don't think that's a thing.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I got underactive. So there's got to be an overactive.
No doubt. That's why you have to sit on a phone book to drive the Parks Ford Mobile Studio, because you had an underactive puberty.
I'm right.
I think mine was overactive, and that's probably why I had a kid before I graduated college.
Yes, that is why you're the draft squatch.
The draft squatch.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So Sasquatch showed up to ruin the fireworks show.
I mean, I think he just wanted to shoot off some bottle rockets personally. If there's one thing I know about our old buddy Sass, likes a good whisker do and a good whisker don't.
Okay.
Why would you tell that story to anyone, especially to a news outlet? You shouldn't tell that to your girlfriend, and she has to believe you.
Wait, because they live in Little Sturgeon Bay.
Oh yeah,
there's nothing else that goes on. You asked how do people that live in the middle of nowhere get into all these kerfuffles? Well, because there ain't nothing else to do out there.
There's three things
and I'm pretty sure there's one guy in each one of these little hovel towns that just dresses up like a Sasquatch just to drive everybody else crazy because he ain't got to do.
We used to call them the Three Kings: Dree, Smo, and it's the only thing you had to do in West Virginia.
Right.
You'll get that joke in a minute and go, I know what he was trying to say.
We've got a big old super chat to get to here.
Show me the money, money. Show me the money. I like the cash. Show me the money.
Final Anthony says, I want you to do one of two things, whichever one seems more likely. Explain why his Commanders will come back with a vengeance, or explain in a funny way why we'll fall on our faces. And do you have any hopeful thoughts on David Bluff?
David Blau. I do. I kind of like that hire. He had been really popular around the industry. I mean, he just played the league a handful of years ago. It's almost Josh McCown-ish of he had been a coach on the field. You're using his acumen. Look at how many former quarterbacks that didn't necessarily have great playing careers wound up being good coaches. I'm a bigger fan of that than lathering up some retread. And this is obviously not the name that I'd be thinking of, but it's the kind of coach. Just solely because I said his name earlier, the Marty Morenwegs of the world. I've got so much tape on that guy. I know exactly what you're going to do before you do it. You have to be so good at running that offense that it doesn't really matter who the coach is. Now, as for his other question, as to which do I think comes of the Commanders, If they were to fall on their face, I will put it directly at the feet of Dan Quinn. You were never a Dan Quinn guy. I didn't mind the hire. I thought he was great in that first year. If you were to fall on your face, I will say it's because the defense with a defensive head coach, the defense never gets right. Next year, you're going to get Jaden Daniels back. I think the offense is going to be fine. I mean, maybe I'm looking at that way too liberally, but I like the pieces of the offense. The offensive line gets a year more experienced. Really, the only thing you lose that's of any real substance to me is Deebo Samuel, and I'm not 100% sure he doesn't end up back. I think the offense will be fine. The defense is where I'm scared because Bobby Wagner's a free agent. At 36 years old, I don't know if he will retire. Maybe he comes back. I just feel like he would have to be really bought in to come back because this is probably your last ride. So he would have to really think this team's going to win a Super Bowl to want to do this. Other than that, it's a bunch of guys that I'm not overly worried about that you're losing. I mean, I would love to re-sign a friend of the show, Dietrich Wise. We will always look out for him.
Of course.
The first NFL player whose family member has ever said, "We do watch your show."
Right.
And we still appreciate that. What up,
That
D?
was so funny. I'll never forget that.
What up, D? I do look at Washington, and this is a great opportunity for us to play a fun game that we like to play every offseason, which is Bless This Mess.
Mm-hmm.
How would you fix the Washington Commanders? I have my own answers, so I kind of want Tank to if you're looking at needs, positions that you're really going to fixate on, where are you looking? You don't have to go deep on this. I can go more deep divey just from your 30,000-foot view, as you like to call it.
The secondary is atrocious. I mean, you did get what's his name? Amos?
Trey Amos.
Yeah. So I mean that's a good start. But the rest of it it hasn't come together. I think that's the biggest thing you need to focus on this defense, and you got to get it younger somehow. Because you wound up going kind of, Tampa Bay Buccaneer with Tom Brady with this defense.
Where it's just old dude
We're
after
just
old dude,
right?
dude.
Like we're just bringing in all the old dudes and see what we can do with the varsity team. I mean, that's all well and good. And, last year was good. Last year he was good enough to be 12-5 and make the playoffs. But this year you couldn't play defense and your offense was terrible. So that would be the first place that I start is I got to look at that secondary and go, what pieces do I keep and which pieces are useless? And I feel like you'd come up with Trey Amos and Mikey Sainristil and go, the rest of this can go in the garbage.
So where I go with Washington is I look at how Dan Quinn plays. I need a one. Because Marshawn Lattimore, let's just be honest with this and call it what it is. Marshawn Lattimore is LMNO cooked. Would you like to guess how much guaranteed money's left on that deal?
$14 million.
It's $0.
Okay.
There are no doll hairs left. So you take that $65 million that you've got and add 18.5 to it. That's before you do anything else. So now you're surfing in that about $85 million range. Really the only ones that I'm jumping up and down going, I would like to re-sign Deebo. Mainly because I want to see what that offense would look like fully together. Yes. Because you had Deebo in mind last year. Deebo wound up playing as the one way more this year than he should have. I want to see Terry McLaurin with a full camp, Deebo with a full camp. The line gets an extra year. You got Laramie Tunsil on the left, Josh Connerly on the right, Cosme in the middle. All of the things coming together that were so bootsy this year. So I'm going to turn to the defense. And I'm going to tell you a stat that is really interesting to me, because I would not have necessarily thought that this would go this way. So there are some analytic groups that do a lot of digging on coverage rates and things like that. Does it surprise you that the Washington Commanders are in the top third of the league in man coverage? Just knowing Dan Quinn the way I do, that stuns me. I think that can fix a lot of this. And I feel like you did the man thing predominantly for Marshawn Lattimore. You thought he would get back to where he's supposed to be, and you would be able to play him as a man cover guy, kind of use Trey Amos in combo, and then you'd have Mikey Sainristil out of the slot. It didn't always work that way. And even when you did do it, it didn't necessarily work out because Lattimore was just that bad. Do you know who the best corner on the market is? And to me, it's not even close. He just does not fit the scheme of where he's playing at all.
I do not.
It's Reek Woolen.
Okay.
I would really like to go after Reek Woolen because I like the combo of Reek with bigger receivers, because Reek is a longer guy. He's fast, but he's more long stride fast. Amos is smaller and more shifty, and then I got Sainristil that can deal with people out of the slot.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to add Caleb Downs, I hope. If it's up to me, that's the one I want. For the Washington Commanders, the draft is 3 guys. It's either going to be Caleb Downs, which is my A1, please God, let it go this way. My 2 is, I'm going to say Jeremiah Love, but there's a caveat to that. My 3 is David Bailey, because I know David Bailey's going to come in this league and rush a passer, and I know definitively I have a guy that can heat you up. Because for long stretches of last year, they just didn't have that. You thought it would be Von Miller. You were hoping he could come in as that situational pass rusher. It just didn't work out. You were hoping that Dorrance Armstrong would be better than he's been, and I think he's been fine. He just hasn't played enough. And then you had Jacob Martin, who I'd still laugh. I laugh every time I see that name. I think he's played in the league 9 years. I think he's played for 9 teams. Because everybody looks at him and goes, man, if we grew his role, it would be fantastic. So if I'm able to add, the best case scenario, I'm able to add Reek Woolen and Caleb Downs to that secondary, I now feel like my turnover problem is going to get solved. Mm-hmm. If I can't, I'm going to have to deal with a safety at some point. Because I do look at that combination of Will Harris and Quan Martin, just Jeremy Chin. Mm-hmm. No. I need somebody that can actually force a turnover playing in the back half. I need somebody that can scare you in the back half. There aren't a lot of safeties in this free agency class. So that's the reason that for me, I've got Caleb Downs. It's like draft day. It's Caleb Downs no matter what. He gets to me, I'm not even thinking about this. Don't answer the phone. Don't do any of that, because once you get past, if you have to go into free agency, I'm looking at Kobe Bryant. Not bad.
No, he's not bad.
But he's not Caleb Downs. And I feel like if you can fix that secondary, it's a lot easier to find a situational pass rusher that you can put into that rotation. And I do want to specify, there's a reason I didn't say Reuben Bain. I don't know exactly where Reuben Bain would play in that defense. I know where I think he would have to, and I'm not taking it that high. I want Reuben Bain in a very specific role. I also find it funny that 4 of my 5 free agent targets for the Washington Commanders are guys that currently play for the Seattle Seahawks.
So if Caleb Downs is not there, because we already talked about this yesterday with Dante Moore dropping out of the draft, the Jets now have the 2nd pick, and you said you think they should draft Caleb Downs at 2.
I don't know what else they would do because Arvell Reese is really the only other one that makes sense up there. And in that scheme that the Jets play, he's going to have to play off-ball linebacker. I'm just not taking one of those at 2. I don't care how good they are.
Right. So whether the Jets take him or somebody else takes him before the Commanders come up at, 8?
If it's not the it's not the Jets, I don't think anybody in front of them will take him. I think that's really the only one you have to worry about. Because I can't see Tennessee doing it. Because Tennessee, your objective is I'm going to improve the offense, or I'm going to have a pass rusher. Something that's a direct, immediate impact.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremiah loves my fallback. That's if I miss on Breece Hall, and I don't think you're going to. Yeah. I think Breece Hall will be the starting running back of the Washington Commanders next year.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll have a 1-2 punch with him and Bill Karosky Merritt. Look, you got to remember with Washington, this is still a place that free agents want to play. It is still really intriguing to play in your nation's capital with a good young quarterback, with one really good receiver and potentially another one.
Mm-hmm.
That's still an intriguing place to play, especially when you look up and down at, hey, who has cap space?
A whole lot of hype around this team, a whole lot of promise. You're getting a new stadium. There's a lot of cool things happening with the Washington Commanders right now.
Of the top 6 teams that have over $50 million in cap space, and I already told you the Commanders can get to 80 very, very, very easily.
How many dollars? You broke up there.
The Commanders, they're sitting at 65. They can get all the way to 85 with no stress whatsoever.
But no, what did you just say with teams that have how many dollars? Because you broke up.
Oh, sorry, over $50 million. There are 6.
Okay, all right.
Do you know who they are?
No.
It's the Commanders, the Seahawks, which is that sounds like, oh my God, how do they have that much money? They also have 5 of the top 25 free agents. So that number's not going to look like that number when we get to the market. It's the Titans, the Raiders, the Jets, the Commanders, and the Chargers.
Wow.
That's 3 really unattractive places to play.
Mm-hmm.
You get L.A., but L.A.'s getting ready to have to pay a bunch of their guys. So I don't know that they'll be Scrooge McDuck. Washington can kind of be Scrooge McDuck because you have limited draft capital of second year in a row. So I got to go get dudes, guys that I know are going to be no doubt starters.
You are in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM at 1400. We'll continue to fix that mess throughout the draftmas season. See how we can change the franchises of everybody in the league. We'll be right back.
ESPN Asheville.
And we're clear.
You mean I can get money back just for buying gas? Really?
Yep, and it really works. I've actually made around $200 this year already. Now, pull over so you can download Upside before we miss the concert.
Pulling over. You had me at $200.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back when you buy gas. Use promo code RING to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. You can cash out anytime right to your bank or as a gift card. Download Upside and use promo code RING for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code RING for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. Use promo code RING.
Offers vary by user and location at participating merchants. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
It's the moment you dream of. The moment you work for. Train for. Run wind sprints when nobody's watching for. The moment when hours of gym time, court time, prep time, all culminate into this time. The moment when millions of bounces, blocks, and boards all add up to this, your moment. Ingalls, we're with you every step of the way.
Clarissa Sells WNC is the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
Every weekday, this is what you'll sound like after winning $1,000 in bonus bucks.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, nice. Get ready to win right here.
Win $1,000 on ESPN Asheville.
Explore a career as a correctional officer. NC Department of Adult Correction is hiring with state benefits and paid vacation. Becoming a correctional officer can be a rewarding first step along a public safety career. Visit dac.nc.gov/cojobs.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
This football season, Bear Smokehouse Barbecue is where the fans feast. Catch every game Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday on big screens with booming sound, cold drinks, and the best barbecue in town. Bring your crew and tackle the game day grub package. A dozen wings, a pound of pork or chicken, a full rack of ribs, 3 pints of sides, and slider rolls, feeding 4 hungry fans. Whether you're cheering for touchdowns or just here for the ribs, Bears is the ultimate game day destination. Bears Barbecue in downtown Asheville, your home for football, where the fans feast.
Did you know that Ingles sells more organics than any other grocery store? Or that they run their own dairy? Or that they only serve USDA choice and prime meat? Or that they donate 3,956 meals a day to local food banks? Well, now you do. It's all in the bag.
Yo.
You know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere? I'm going to have a sweet style? nap after Weddings, the show. Bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions. Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
Asheville's #1 sport.
Now we got a cue to call.
WPEK, W22 Fairview, WMXF Waynesville, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Now here's your chance.
We're going to do daily draft right here.
Just
Drafting our all playoff team.
Keyword on our website.
Okay.
That's pay. Enter it now.
Your chance to win is at ESPNAVL.com. Good luck.
Live from the Ingles studio.
I can't wait to play with myself every day.
The Sportsocracy.
Damn the devil to hell! Let the big dog eat! Let him on the field!
Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons! By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh my God. The Jets killed him.
And we're back in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. Sportsocracy heard everywhere you go on the iHeart Radio app. Seen everywhere on YouTube. Go to thesportsocracy.com. Click the live video link. Subscribe to the channel. Join us in the chat. Today is
Thursday.
Snow Day. We did this already. Snow Day.
Snow Day Thursday.
There we go. Jeremy at home in the Mullet Manor, the NFLDraft.net Mullet Manor, to be exact.
It's as cold as my soul in
off.
this room right now.
Yeah,
I bet it's 50 degrees in my
around,
office right now.
Yikes! Don't.
There's a big bay window in here, so whatever it is outside, if it's warm outside, it's gonna be a little warm in here. If it's cold as blue blazes outside, it's gonna be a little cold in here.
So you're enjoying the 50 degrees.
100%. After I've been in that hot box with you three for the last week and a half, yeah, I'm enjoying this a lot.
I could not wait to get into this hot box after going outside earlier today. It is disgustingly cold. It is only 22 degrees outside the studios here.
Gross.
It was 17 at one point today. That was the registered low for today. Probably up on the mountains. It got a little bit colder. We had schools canceled and all the things. And here we are, just counting down the seconds, going, why the hell don't we have Thursday night football this week? It's the first Thursday in how long that we haven't had football?
A week. Oh, we had college game
Thursday. We had a college game last week. So we at least had something to look forward to.
Yeah, I'm good.
Now I'm caught up on all my shows. I got nothing to do. Except for the daily draft. We do have the daily draft to do. And today, we'll look forward to the divisional playoff games. It's the all-playoff team?
Yes.
Are we doing this like DFS style? Like drafting a DFS team? Or is this, are we drafting units? How do you want to do this?
Yes, I want to and we're specifically looking at this weekend.
Okay.
If you were building a team for this weekend, because my premise here is if you look at how you're going to build this out, I think at the end of it, you'll realize why I'm so convinced of how this is going to go.
Okay.
Because I've got my list in front of me, and I'll go ahead and tell you there's 2 teams that aren't represented here at all.
Not a single player.
Mm-mm.
Okay. All right. Number 1 pick of the week.
I'll give it to you. I sprung this topic on you late, so.
Okay.
Although if you did watch our social media, you would have seen a promo trailer for what we were going to talk about today, and you'd already know this.
Well, some of us have other jobs, Jeremy, and I did not see it. I apologize.
I have other jobs too.
I'm glad you're doing all the legwork here. Cheers.
I have other jobs too. I had an aggressive amount of Fortnite to play this morning, which I did, and it was great.
I had to whip some 12-year-olds' ass.
Hey, they made Fortnite like South Park. You leave me alone. All right, I'm colorblind. I didn't get to play Call of Duty. I'm not any good at Halo. This is mine. All right, because they're big cartoon characters. So when you see Beavis coming right at you, just know it could be me on the other side.
Beavis. They put Beavis and Butthead in it now?
Oh, yeah. They've had Beavis and Butthead in it. They've had South Park. They've had The Simpsons. Because I have Homer Simpson, too, that sings, I am evil Homer. That one's fun, too, because I like to sing that after I kill people.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm a giant child.
I want one where he wears the Mr. Plow jacket.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
And you could drive the plow? That'd be awesome.
That would be sweet.
You just running over people? Playing blocker for your buddies who are on there with you? It could be fun. Anyway.
That'd be sweet.
All right, number 1 pick. You're giving it to me?
Mm-hmm.
Well, shoot. You can't play without a quarterback. And
just know you're going there at your own risk because you only get one of those.
I do only get one of those. I know I only get one of those, but there's only 2 to choose from, in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah. You like any of the other quarterbacks? Because
I like 2 of them well better than the other 2.
I only see 2 that could potentially win it for me, and I'm gonna go with I got to go with the legs. I'm going with Josh Allen.
I had a feeling that's what you were going to do. And it makes sense. Why is your quarterback Josh Allen? I already know who I'm taking, so you can sound this out of what you went with in terms of the other quarterbacks.
Well, the other quarterback that I considered was Sammy D.
MVP.
Against the San Francisco 49ers. Mm-hmm. And those games have been gross. It's first game of the season, last game of the season. I get there are extenuating circumstances with all of them needing to play in the last game of the season. But that is a game that I think could tend to go the gross way. I know you're probably going to take Sammy D because you've already said you think this is going to be a blowout. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. The one that definitely could be a blowout is the blowout that we saw in the wild card round last year where the Buffalo Bills just held Denver down while they just scored on them over and over and over again. They could do that again. And if they do that again, Josh Allen's legs are probably going to be one of the reasons why. And he is not only going to score through the air, but also on the ground. So I went with the upside that could be the game that gets out of control rather than the one you think is going to get out of control. I think there's a better chance of that.
I don't disagree with you. So I will say my 2 quarterbacks were Sam Darnold and Josh Allen. I can now save Sam Darnold until last because you can't take any more quarterbacks. So made that a little easy on me. when it comes to Josh Allen or Sam Darnold, I probably would have taken Sam first because I don't believe in the defense for San Francisco, and I do believe in at least a big part of the defense for Denver. If you told me one of those two games was gross, I would almost promise you it'll be Buffalo-Denver. Especially when you start factoring in weather. Because it's going to be 50. I think the last time I looked, it was like 55 in Seattle, no rain in the forecast. Denver's going to be 35 and cold. Yeah, I can see that being one of those 13-10. I also have another player for the Buffalo Bills that I really want, and his name is James Cook. They played the best run defense in the league last week, and James Cook was borderline an afterthought. Let's play a fun game. How many healthy receivers do the Buffalo Bills have on their team at this point?
2.
It's 3. Khalil Shakir, Brandon Cooks, and Keon Coleman. Ty Johnson's also hurt. Dalton Kincaid's banged up. Who do you think is going to do the most work here? Because to me, it's James Cook, and it's not all that close. I think there's a possibility to me he catches 7 or 8 passes out of the backfield. Mm-hmm. I think they're going to inundate him with touches. Because Buffalo's going to do everything, or not Buffalo, Denver, is going to do everything in their power with Bonito and all the other pieces they have to keep Josh Allen in the pocket. Well, a lot of times when you do that, you start allowing running backs to leak out of the backfield. I think he's the X factor in this game. If I could see James Cook's stat line going into this game, I'll tell you, I think within 3 points on either side exactly how this game goes.
Mm-hmm.
That leads me to the next game. And this one's tough because I don't really believe in the quarterback, but I really don't believe there's anybody on that defense that can slow down one Puka Nacua. Fact or fiction, he's the best receiver in the NFL at this point.
Well, I mean, I'd say JSN's got something to say about that.
JSN's very good, but just watching them, take the stats out of it. Because Puka was sharing targets with Devontae Adams and Kyron Williams, and McVay loves to spread the ball around anyway. Is there another receiver in the NFL that you look at and just go, that dude is 110% indefensible, more than Puka Nacua?
Jamar Chase.
He's
in the discussion.
I would take Puka over Jamar Chase.
Shoo.
And I'll tell you why. Because it doesn't matter who the corner is. I don't care. He doesn't separate from really anybody. He's just so much stronger than you that you can drape yourself on him like a cheap suit, and it doesn't matter. He's out of this world. Mm-hmm. And towards the end of the season, he was on just an absolute heater. Then he had another 100-yard game against the Panthers. I want to see how close you can get to this. How many targets did Puka Nacua have against the Panthers?
12.
He had 10 catches on 18 targets.
Okay.
He's going to see a significant workload. And I told you that Stafford would struggle in the weather last week against Carolina. Mm-hmm. I know it's going to be cold. At least if memory serves me, it's going to be cold. And there may be some snow. He's going to lean on Puka. You're not going to see the throws down the field. It will be get it to Puka and let Puka do what it is that he does. And I don't think Chicago has a soul that can slow him down.
Okay. I think that's fair. It is. I think we are still calling for snow in that.
It looks that way. AccuWeather, do I believe anything they say? Not really.
No. Not really. It's the Sunday night game, right?
Yes.
Trying to see if I can get a more accurate picture here. It looks like
unless it's coming from Jason Boyer, I don't believe it. That's the only meteorologist I believe. AccuWeather, they just lie all the time.
A bit of evening snow. Otherwise, it's just going to be mostly cold. Bitterly cold. Like
19.
2 degrees.
Yeah, that's gross.
Yeah, this is going to be real gross. Real gross. But probably not dealing with like a snow globe situation. So at least that's good news for Matthew Stafford. Now he can just, just be free without the elements of the snow, and he'll be fine in his wetsuit.
Action to you, sir.
JSN.
That's a good
You didn't take him. You didn't take him. I'm taking him because this way I get to hedge a little bit.
Yep.
Maybe I'm wrong on Sam Darnold, right? I've been wrong on him his entire career, but maybe I'm wrong about this game this week. Maybe it does get out of control. Maybe it is on full display, the lack of talent that the 49ers have in the secondary.
I believe it will be.
Because JSN, as we said just a second ago, one of the best in the league. And he'll be guarded by Bernardo Green.
Or Diamador Lenore.
Or Upton Stout, if he lines up in the slot.
Oh, Uptown Stout.
Right.
Great Bruno Mars song.
Yeah, so I feel like I got a great advantage with JSN, whether they run wild on him or not, JSN's still going to get his.
I agree with that.
And then I will go with I got to take Christian McCaffrey.
No.
I
was hoping you would be so scared by Seattle that you wouldn't do it.
No, because there's the other thing. Even if this does end up to be a 20-17 slugfest, guess who's scoring? JSN, Christian McCaffrey.
McCaffrey will get as many touches as he can physically handle.
With George Kittle, they're not, as you said earlier this week, not leaning on Jake Tonjes for much.
The reason that I did not take him was I'm not sure that even with the touches that it's going to matter. Because I can see a path that he has 18 carries for 56 yards because they have not run. They haven't run well all year long.
Yeah, but they're going to throw it to him 11 times.
And that's all well and good. I could see it being 11 catches for 25 yards. That Seattle defense is just so unbelievably damn fast, which is why they're my defense.
Okay.
Can you find another defense that you have even a passing interest in? Because I can't. I don't want the Bears because what if the Rams come out and do what I think they will because the Bears aren't any good?
What if, yeah.
I don't want the Rams offense because Caleb Williams seems to just have an absolute knack for finding that golden horseshoe at the last possible second. I definitely don't want the 49ers. The Bills scare me because the defense is just so bad. I don't trust that young Denver defense in the playoffs. And then I get Houston and New England. I would prefer New England, but I'm not jumping up and down about it. Especially with Christian Gonzalez in concussion protocol, so I might be Carlton Davis and Marcus Jones.
New England's close, LA's close.
I don't think LA's close. I will see that New England's in the ballpark, but I don't even think they're close.
Yeah.
I think it's Seattle clearly 1 and then New England a distant 2.
All right, so going position scarcity with your third selection. Nice job.
And now I have to reassess my draft board, which is good because it's time to take a commercial break.
That's right.
And so I can plot out the rest of my draft to beat one cantankerous Spencer.
Building your DFS team for the divisional round of the playoffs. Daily Draft returns here on ESPN Asheville after this.
Every weekday.
And we're clear.
This is what you'll sound like after winning $1,000 in bonus bucks.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, nice.
get ready to win right here.
Win $1,000 on ESPN Asheville.
Explore a career as a correctional officer. NC Department of Adult Correction is hiring with state benefits and paid vacation. Becoming a correctional officer can be a rewarding first step along a public safety career. Visit dac.nc.gov/cojobs.
Jesus didn't live passively. He lived on a rescue mission. As we step into the new year, the Daily Pursuit with Tim Tebow podcast reminds us that God has called us to more, to live on purpose and rise as conquerors. As followers of Christ, we're called to do the same, because discipline may be painful in the moment, but it produces a harvest of righteousness and peace. Open your free iHeart Radio app, search The Daily Pursuit with Tim Tebow, and listen now.
This football season, Bear Smokehouse Barbecue is where the fans feast. Catch every game Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday on big screens with booming sound, cold drinks, and the best barbecue in town. Bring your crew and tackle the game day grub package. A dozen wings, a pound of pork or chicken, a full rack of ribs, 3 pints of sides, and slider rolls, feeding 4 hungry fans. Whether you're cheering for touchdowns or just here for the ribs, Bears is the ultimate game day destination. Bears Barbecue in downtown Asheville, your home for football, where the fans feast.
This is where it starts, where your story begins. This is the trail you blaze yourself. And step by step, you get stronger, faster, better. This is where it starts. How will you finish? Ingles, we're with you every step of the way.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelor or bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we're Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo!
The Sportsocracy.
What are you people? On dope?
It is ESPN Asheville. We are the Sportsocracy. Daily draft. Who you're relying on if you're drafting a DFS lineup for the divisional round of the playoffs. So far, I've got Josh Allen, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Christian McCaffrey. Feel pretty solid about this. Jeremy so far, James Cook, Puka Nacua, and the Seattle defense. Doesn't have to take a quarterback because I took one already. So he gets to wait on Sammy D, MVP. We can already chalk him up as well.
Now you get the position that you get to wait on. Because I'm going Colston Loveland.
Okay.
That sounds crazy when you say it out loud.
It does.
Until you realize how unbelievably good he has been, and there's not another tight end out there.
Mm-hmm.
He had 137 yards on 8 catches in the wild card game. If you just take the last 3 games, he's averaging over 110 yards per game. He's averaging 8 catches per game, and he's averaging almost a full touchdown per game.
Damn. Good for him.
Colston Loveland has become a dude. I mean, we kind of made fun of them for taking him over Tyler Warren, and that looked pretty good through most of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got to the end of the year, and it didn't look so good anymore. So now you can wait on tight end, and I say this with all the love and affection. Good luck.
Good luck. Good luck throwing a dart at a board.
At Jake Tonjes or Hunter Henry against a defense that flies all over the place.
Okay. And then it's my turn. Well, I'm at an impasse because I'm not sure how much he's going to be relied on in the game plan, but I would think with as cold as it's going to be, that he would be relied on pretty much. I'm going to go with DeAndre Swift for the Chicago Bears.
That's not a bad one.
I was considering which of the two.
Oh, Monagai?
No, I was thinking other side of the ball. Kyron Williams for the Rams or Swift for the Bears. And, I mean, Kyron's good for those little short touchdowns. But I'm just not convinced that he won't have a run-of-the-mill 45-yard game.
And he very well could.
Something like that. I mean, hell, I think that's what he did last week against the Carolina Panthers when I thought, man, if it's going to be raining, we should give him the ball and just pound it.
He was not great.
He was not the X factor that I thought he would be against the Panthers. So I'll go to the other side of the ball. I'll take DeAndre Swift. And then I need, another wide receiver?
Oh, no, you need a tight end and a defense.
A tight end and a defense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, shoot.
Because you had the first pick, so you'll have the last pick, and you got two in between, and you got to have one of each.
So I get a quarterback, a running back, a wide receiver, and a flex?
Yep.
And then we go tight end defense.
Yep.
Okay. Well, shoot. Let's see here. Let's go with going New England Patriots defense.
That's the right call there, because there's really not another one that you could possibly feel good about.
Not really. Have we heard what's the update on Nico Collins?
I haven't heard an update on Nico, but Christian Gonzalez was in concussion protocol, which scares me to death because nobody gets cleared out of that the same week.
Well, Nico was too, wasn't he? I mean, he got rocked.
He did get rocked. I never saw that he was officially in the protocol. I saw the official on Christian Gonzalez if he is in it.
Oh, yes. But Vrabel sounded pretty confident that he might be able to come out.
I always love when coaches say that. We feel good about it. You do understand that has absolutely nothing to do with you, right? That's a doctor saying, yeah. And I trust doctors about as much as I trust meteorologists. I will make the obvious selection of which I've got to have quarterback, so I'll go Sam Darnold. I do like Sam. I did consider going Seattle running back because I think they're going to run down San Francisco's throat.
Mm-hmm. Nico missed practice today, by the way, which is not a good sign.
That is not a good sign because it's Thursday. The one saving grace on them, though, is that there is still one more practice because that's on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So he got a shot still.
It's a long one.
Yeah. I would probably agree with that.
Right.
I think Sam's going to have a really good game against a mediocre San Francisco defense. Pass rush isn't great. Secondary's not great. We're all good there.
Mm-hmm.
I think my next one's going to surprise you a little bit.
Okay.
I'm going to go Travion Henderson.
Ooh.
The running backs have been good. It's been Ramondre a lot. I don't like Ramondre at all this week. But I am kind of interested in Travion Henderson. So I think if anybody's going to hit a home run, it's going to be him.
Yes. The problem is, do you end up being in a short yardage battle?
You could.
And then then it's Ramondre.
I think Ramondre will be so ineffective that really the only thing you're going to be able to do is Jonathan Welch said Nico is out, as did Andreas Pinckney. So there is no Nico Collins against the Patriots.
Is he? Okay.
I did not see that.
That makes me feel even better about the Patriots pick. Because that's the only thing I was worried about was that, something would happen and Christian's out and Nico's in. Oh, crap. That opens a door. You give it to me the other way, I feel pretty damn good.
That makes me like Travion Henderson even better because I think New England will their better bet's going to be running the ball, I believe. And I just don't think Ramondre 3 yards in a cloud of dust is going to be great.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel good about what I did there.
All right. Travion Henderson. And then I got to take a tight end. So I will take I'll take Dalton Kincaid.
He's questionable too, just so you know.
Is he? Well,
I mean, everybody at this point is questionable.
Well, just because I did that, everybody load up on Dawson Knox anytime touchdown score.
For sure.
Because
now Dawson Knox is going to get 3.
No doubt about it. Every time I always get the wrong tight end. I had considered maybe Tungus to get a touchdown, but I mean, really? Do I want to lean on that? Hunter Henry, another one.
Hunter Henry was the only one I had any interest in because I can't pick which one it's going to be for the Rams.
No, it'll be Parkinson. If you go Parkinson, it'll be Turd Ferguson.
Yep.
All right, there you have it. All right, so our DFS teams for the divisional round of the playoffs. I got Josh Allen, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Christian McCaffrey, DeAndre Swift, the Patriots defense, and Dalton Kincaid. Jeremy goes James Cook, Puka Nacua, the Seattle defense, Colston Loveland, who's, what did you say he was averaging? 8 catches and 100 and something yards?
8 catches and just over 100 yards a game with almost a full touchdown a game.
That's crazy. Sam Darnold as his quarterback, and then Travion Henderson as the home run hitter in the flex position. Interesting. All right, there you have it. We will be back here on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400.
ESPN Asheville. Your mountain.
All right, you're clear.
Your camera's frozen in a very humorous way.
We're only in the mid-20s this afternoon with some partial sunshine and gonna have some gusty winds also. Winter weather advisory.
Why? Oh, why?
Wind advisory will stay in effect through this evening above
I'm going to wager it's the god-awful computer.
It'll be in the
that it's
mid-20s. It's going to
connected
feel a lot colder. 10 tonight with some single digits. A little breezy at times. Sunshine tomorrow, upper 40s. Maybe a little bit of rain and snow over the weekend. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Stajic.
This report is sponsored by eBay.
So I was on eBay because I'm absolutely obsessed
with this rare hologram trading card. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. eBay had it. They even had
perfect parts that fit my car.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline nasal spray?
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it! Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
You're still grooving, still connecting, still loving, still
There he
turning
is.
up, still thriving. You still got it, but your immune system...
And we're back.
That's where vaccines come in. They help train and strengthen your immune response to fight off respiratory illnesses like flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, or COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Book in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
The free iHeart Radio app is the #1 app for radio. One tap gets you the most live radio stations from all over the country. Or make your local go-to a preset on the app with another tap. Get what millions already have, the free iHeart Radio app. The #1 app for radio.
The iHeart Radio app now has presets. Just like in the car. You're our #1. Make us yours. ESPN Asheville, the mountain's favorite sports station, streaming 24/7. Your home for the Sportsocracy. Weekdays at noon, the Tar Heels, and Atlanta Braves baseball.
Welcome to the Ingalls Table, a delicious destination with recipes galore. Need to whip up a dessert, entree, side dish? No problem. The experts from the Ingalls Table take you through it step by step with expert tips and advice along the way. Find the Ingalls Table at ingalls-markets.com or swing by the store and pick up your free copy of the Ingalls Table magazine. And let's get cooking. Ingalls, low prices, love the savings.
Selling your
You got
home?
your crime
Don't
story?
settle for average. Our real estate team at
Yes, sir.
WNC and EXP Realty
not about
offers
Southwest
Zillow
Airlines,
Showcase,
is it?
an exclusive AI
No, sir.
experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
It is ESPN Asheville. This is the Sportsocracy, and it's time for the most important message of the day.
Don't do crimes.
Jeremy, we have crimes being done in the state of North Carolina, and there are some stories that test my ability to not get fined by the FCC, and I'll bring you one here, which I'm sure you may have heard the story already. A week ago today, in Mooresville, North Carolina, it was reported that someone burglarized the home of Greg Biffle. The NASCAR driver, former NASCAR driver, that was so instrumental to the quicker recovery here in western North Carolina due to Hurricane Helene. We were live on the air when the story came out. We were at Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue. When the story came out that just before the holidays, a plane went down carrying Greg Biffle and his wife and 2 children. Last Thursday, apparently, somebody broke into his home and made off with $30,000 in cash and a backpack. They're also wondering whether other items were stolen from the house, but they're still trying to figure out whether or not to add those to the actual police report. Some guns were missing, some NASCAR memorabilia as well, but they're not sure if those weren't just loaned out. The story said that they were actually asking other NASCAR teams whether or not they had these items that were known to be missing from the house, but don't know if they were part of the burglary. How much can one family have to go through? The police report listed a relative of Greg Biffle. I don't know if it was a sister or aunt or what, but she was listed as resident of the home. So who knows what's occurred, what the living situation is at the home, who's been coming, who's been going. It's all under investigation by the Iredell County Sheriff's Office. I just want to throw this out there. There are some of you that commit crimes that there's a special place in hell for you. And I feel like this falls into that category. Robbing the house of a man who, lost his life and his entire family's life in a plane crash not a whole month before the house got broken into. It's just despicable.
Your story was a little heavier than mine.
A little heavy.
My story is about Southwest Airlines. Tank, you know that I have probably flown on 1,000 commercial flights in my life.
Mm-hmm.
I believe the two people that I'm getting ready to detail here should be forced to do 10 years hard labor for what they did here.
Okay.
This comes from a TikTok video from one Katrina Badowski, and I will say, Katrina, your last name, it suits you.
But now,
she was on a Southwest Airlines flight. This was over the weekend, and I believe it was leaving from. It was one of the Floridas. It was either Miami or Fort Lauderdale. I can't find it now. And two people, Tina and Roger, that's all we know them by, decided that the airplane would be the perfect time for them to do something that's usually reserved for the privacy of a special occasion.
Okay.
They got married on the plane. In the aisle, they got married on the plane. She's in a wedding dress. He's in a button-up and a tie. They brought an officiant with them, and they got married in the aisle right in front of the bathroom on a Southwest Airlines flight. To me, this is a felony. You just unknowingly made me a guest to your wedding.
Mm-hmm.
I am objecting to that so loudly. Speak now or forever hold your peace. You both suck. I hate you both. I hope you get divorced tomorrow. Because this is
I hope
stupid.
he cheats on you on this flight.
Bingo. I was going to try to beat that, and I realized I couldn't because that was exactly the right thing to say. I hope she joins my high club without you. Flight attendant, another drink, please. Less rocks this time.
Yes. I completely see your point. Holding everybody else hostage on the plane. You will be witnesses to my nuptials.
I would rather listen to 18-month-old children who don't understand why their ears have popped 58 times squall bloody murder into each other's mouths than ever be forced to be your wedding guest of a person that I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And I will tell you, if I'm ever on a flight and you decide to do this, I will ruin your day. You mark my words. You have ruined mine, so I will ruin yours back.
Right. Well, listen,
There is only one acceptable time to get married on an airplane, and that is if the engine has gone sideways. One of you has a very sizable life insurance policy, and there is one parachute. That's it. I've thought about this for 24 hours trying to figure out how in the world would it possibly ever be okay to get married on an airplane? My question is, where's the air marshal? You get a little shifty with your eyes, and that dude's reaching into his coat for his taser. If any two people on a plane this century have needed to be tased, these two. And I mean like in the forehead. Like the da-da-da-da. Sit down, stupid.
I just think it's funny. What, you couldn't spring for Allegiant? Is that Was that a problem? Did you have to
Allegiant?
do it on...
Allegiant would be thoughtful enough of your time to not allow someone to get married on their flight. Spirit.
Of all the airlines, you picked Southwest to be the one?
Spirit, you would be married
Southwest.
by Southwest or Spirit. Excuse me, you'd get married by a chicken, and on Frontier, you'd be holding somebody else's baby.
Right.
It's just, I mean, and it makes so much sense that it's Southwest too.
Yeah, as somebody who has had to fly Southwest, I will say, I will never fly Southwest again. If somebody says, hey, you got a round-trip airfare, all expenses paid to California, but you got to fly Southwest, I mean, I'd do it, but I'd think about it real hard. I'd be like, do I really want to go? What can I give back some of the expenses that you're going to pay on land, and you could put me on a better airline? Because I mean, what did you plan this out so that you would be the last ones on the plane? So then, like, when she walked down the aisle, you were doing the whole procession thing? Because you just get in Group C, right? And they just put you in the back of the plane. It's first come, first serve. So you get everybody to sit down first.
Oh, I know.
And
exactly
then the
what
bride comes on.
Just as you said that, I figured out I know exactly what I would have done if I'd been on this flight. Matthew Hoffman asked if they were in the air. Yes, they were in the air. So everyone is now now this has become a kidnapping. You have kidnapped me into your wedding. I can't leave because, I'll die. Mm-hmm. I would take my cell phone out and I would play nothing but Steel Panther songs through the entire ceremony. As loud as my phone would go. And if I've got a Bluetooth speaker, I'm connecting that bad boy. And if you don't know who Steel Panther is, you Google that at your own risk. Don't do it on a company computer. That's a bad idea. That's how you meet HR firsthand.
Yeah. Oh, they passed a guest book around afterward.
I would trace my middle finger and sign it.
100%. Just don't look at that page.
Yeah, don't look at that page because you're not gonna like it.
This page is just for the bride. I'm gonna dog ear it, and nobody else needs to look at that page. Just know that one's from me, Tina.
Yeah, and it's gonna have no less than 64 vulgarities. You pick which one you like best.
You do you, girl. Wow.
I read that story and I literally got angry for the people on that plane.
Yeah, I don't understand this at all. I mean,
and look, I'm getting on a plane 1 week from.
And was he once a pilot and she was once a stewardess? Like, and that's how they met, so they decided to get on the plane? Or I mean, did they join the Mile High Club and go, you know what, that was a fun time? That was a fun time. That was the one time that we realized we had hit the peak of our relationship. Care. So we should get married on that plane.
I don't care if you met as a casual encounter on a Southwest flight. I still don't want you getting married on one that other people have been kidnapped on. I'm getting on a plane literally 1 week from today. I will be boarding a plane right now. And I'm not going to lie to you, Tank. I'm scared because people are doing dumb-ish on planes right now. Mm-hmm. And I've never opened the emergency exit and thrown somebody out of one. Mm-hmm. But I'm telling you, I've seen no less than 10 stories in the last 6 weeks that have made me think about it.
I love the I'm reading the quote here from the flight attendant. You know, she comes on to the intercom and she says, "As you all know, Southwest is the love airline."
Boo.
Is it? Is it the love airline? Do I need to get like a black light and shine it all over this place? Because that's not going to be good for business.
Yeah, there are certain industries where you don't want to be the love version of it.
Nope. Airline's one of them. I do not want to know
gas station bathrooms, airlines that you do not want to be known as the love variant.
No, she said, today love is in the air. And we have a couple, Tina and Roger, who are about to quite literally walk down the aisle on this flight, and all of you are invited to the wedding.
Well, you're not invited.
I don't want to go.
Pass.
I'd rather not. Can I skip it?
Politely decline.
Right.
I will not attend. I just wish some fat guy had hit that bathroom like right at the perfect time and just walked out in the middle of it like, what?
Please remain seated as a courtesy to the bride and groom. If you have to use the lavatory, please use the one in the back of the aircraft.
Or see, I mean, and this
in
this
fact,
reminds
I
me.
want to go in there and I want to use it while they're here and be as loud as possible. Just, Ma! I shouldn't have ate all that goat soup. Oh no! Tina, help! Roger, run! This is not going to be good, bro. You don't want to think back on your wedding day and smell this.
Why did it have to be goat soup?
Well, because of the that's because of the Dominican incident. I speak from experience, because if they had been on the same flight with me coming back from the Dominican Republic, those are some of the things that they would have heard coming from the bathroom. Why did you do this to me, Raul? He told me it was going to be good, and it was good until it wasn't.
This was supposed to be a 90-second story. It lasted
just like my
9
first trip
minutes.
to Boy Scout camp.
I don't even know what you just said. I don't want to know.
It was good. You talked over it.
I know, and I think I'm glad I did.
Oh, man. Well, congratulations to Tina and Roger for completely kidnapping an entire commercial flight of people so they could see them get married for 2 years. Good luck, guys.
Oh, yeah. It set the over-under on how long that marriage is going to last. We got married on a Southwest flight.
29 months.
Did it make it to when they got on the ground? Is there a divorce attorney on the plane? Because I honestly could see it not making it to DFW.
Let's just say these are two folks that didn't sign prenups.
No.
Mm-mm.
No, I don't. I don't believe his collection of Dale Earnhardt memorabilia is really the kind of thing you put in a prenup. She looks like somebody that has a large collection of Beanie Babies.
She has 4 of them on her desk at the Dollar General.
And there is a Tamagotchi on her keychain. I'll bet you $1. This wasn't supposed to be the last story of this show.
How old is she? 46? Oh, she's a grandma by now.
Oh, boy. We've just... you know what? There are never rails. This has proven they broke.
They broke.
There was a whole nother story to do here. And we found 100%. I don't even remember what it was now. I'm still stuck on goat soup.
Don't do that. You don't hold people hostage on airplanes.
Boys and girls, we thank you for joining us today. We didn't mean for it to end like this, but we hope you got a laugh out of this interpretive dance that we just did for 12 solid minutes about a story that had absolutely nothing to do with sports.
And if you didn't get a good laugh out of this, you're dead inside. And we'll pray for you. We'll be back with you tomorrow on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400 at noon, because tomorrow will be
Football Friday.
Indeed. We'll have all the picks for the division
I'm
rounds.
here to say we got a slew of things to put on conversation probation tomorrow. Goat soup, Beanie Babies, Tamagotchis, Raul, Tina and Roger, marriage, Southwest Airlines, Tank, frankly. I think we should put Tank on conversation probation. Tomorrow, he just has to sit in the chair and watch me talk about sports for 3 hours.
Why is this my fault? You brought it up.
I know. And I didn't.
It's a heavy topic.
We have 2 people that work very hard to make this show, and I guarantee you they both just watched the last 15 minutes and went, what the hell am I doing with my life?
Oh, I don't know. I'll bet you Megan laughed until she almost peed.
I think I might have. I have to go home now. Oh, wait, I'm already here.
Oh, shoot. Hopefully we will have everybody back in the studio tomorrow for a Football Friday. Hope to have you back as well on ESPN Asheville and the YouTubes and, of course, the iHeart Radio app at noon.
ESPN Asheville.
And we're clear.
I just came up with what I think might be the greatest social media campaign of all time.
What is that?
We take the wild tangent that we went on today.
Winter weather advisories in the mountains will be
and
expiring.
we put it into Chat GPT. Just the high water marks of what we said.
It'll be in the mid-20s. Going to feel a
and we
lot
make
colder.
it create an image.
Digits, a little breezy at
and
times.
we ask
Sunshine
social
tomorrow,
media,
upper 40s, maybe a little bit of
what
rain and snow
was
over the
this
weekend.
story
On the Weather
originally?
Channel, I'm Ray Staging.
And how the hell did we get here?
So I was on eBay.
And just
because
wait for
I'm
the
absolutely
answer.
obsessed.
Because now, in my head, I have two fat people
of my dreams.
with a Beanie Baby collection as the spectators of a wedding on a Southwest airline flight.
With a story.
While there's a goat skull in the back and Tank just obliterating a Southwest bathroom in the front.
Start 2026 by showing
And I
your
can't
gratitude.
imagine what
iHeartRadio
anybody that
Thank a
didn't
Teacher,
hear
powered by
that would
Donors
think
Choose.
this
Celebrate
started
the
as.
incredible-
It burns, Roger!
Nominate an outstanding teacher in your life who's gone above and beyond for their
I don't know if
students
this
to
is
be
my
among the
proudest
winners of
moment in radio or the one that
$5,000
I'm the
to
most
stop their class.
apologetic
Teachers
for.
give their time
I don't know.
to help students succeed. Help us say thank you to the educators shaping our future.
Oh,
Get all
Lord.
the info and nominate a teacher who goes the extra mile today at iHeartRadio.com/teachers.
That was the thing we did.
First news on 570.
A new study offers data that seems to strongly suggest that smoking pot does curb how much alcohol people drink.
You know that that's going to happen. Listen, you're going to get the spins much sooner than you will without it. Next, we're studying whippets. Did you know if you do? Gambit fan says this is your resume.
No doubt. I think I should. That should be on my reel and yours. Like when we try to syndication, when we send this show out for syndication, that should be the one we send and just go. I want you to guess what this show is actually about.
Achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market.
The funniest part is
clipped it. Good for you.
The funniest part is I accidentally had your leprechaun
Graphics and
Cupid
Showtime Sports have
tank
teamed up
up
under a new local
throughout
owner to
half
serve
of
our
that
community
story.
with the
Oh, nice.
apparel and unique branded items at the best price. Mountain Graphics and
Oh,
Showtime Sports can
Lord
customize
have
whatever
mercy.
you, your team, or your local group may
That was
need.
outrageous.
With
Thank you,
high-quality
Mr.
screen
Hoffman,
printing, embroidery,
for
and laser engraving.
clipping that.
Visit
Because frankly, I want to go back and watch it and figure out where I went wrong.
ShowtimeSportsAVL.com.
What did
That's
I do wrong so I can be better in the
MTNGraphicsAVL.com
future?
Or ShowtimeSportsAVL.com for your local one-stop custom apparel shops.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers.
Or we make a
waiting on the
bingo
power to come
card
back
every
on.
day
And we heard
of
so
things
many
that
people
were
calling
randomly mentioned on the show.
couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad
and
to
just
borrow a
post it on
chainsaw
social media.
Over the next few months, we cleared.
Today it would be.
I've thought about that before, but good Lord, God knows how long you'd have to listen to get to some of the things. I think it's like a monthly contest.
Oh yeah,
In these parts,
It just comes out every month, and you get your bingo card to start the month, and then whoever fills it out first gets a prize.
For all
I
your
love it.
chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers.
The only thing is, how deep in the bag do we have to go to
316-1013.
get to
Or find us on
Tamagotchis and
Facebook.
goat
See
soup?
how we treat
Like somebody would get that card and go, "Oh, I got screwed this month."
Call
They'll
us about
never
it,
say that, and then we did it in one segment.
1013. That's 828-316.
It's the beauty.
We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we're Western North Carolina strong.
Every
We're going to get a
weekday,
dry cleaning bill for
this is
the
what you'll
seat in
sound
somebody's
like
car.
after winning $1,000 in bonus bucks.
Oh my goodness! Oh, nice.
Like somebody's going to send us a dry
Get
cleaning
ready
bill.
to
Of,
win.
oh, I pooped in my
Right
chair, and now you need to clean it because I laughed until I pooed.
Explore a career as a correctional officer. NC Department of Adult Correction is hiring with state benefits.
Oh,
and
Lord
paid
have mercy.
vacation.
That-
I'm just waiting for I crashed my car because I couldn't see.
Because I was crying
so
listening to these two morons on the radio.
CO jobs.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells
You know, there's somebody
WNC
that heard
and
that whole
EXP
thing and
Realty
went, "I
offers
hate
Zillow
these two
Showcase,
so
an
much. I
exclusive
hope they both
AI-powered
die."
listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and
They don't never talk about football.
quicker, and sell for up to
We do.
$9,000
We
more
don't
than
talk about
standard
anything else,
listings. Ready to stand out in a
We're
crowded
too
market?
busy talking
Give
about
our team a
goat
call
soup.
today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports have teamed up under a new local owner to serve our community with the finest custom apparel and unique branded items at the best price. Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports can customize whatever you, your team, or your local group may need with high-quality screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Visit mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com.
Okay. That is the number one compliment that I get from people who watch this show, new people that I meet. The number one thing they say is, I can't stop listening to y'all. Y'all are hilarious.
Yep.
ESPN Asheville, WPEK, W225.
It's really a
and that's
comedy
really
show.
all
Where
I'm in it for.
It's really a comedy show where we sprinkle in
human.
sports. That's